What is up?
What's up?
Fantastic. Well, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Phillies and the Reds. So, obviously, Brandon will be joining us for the first time, not just on the Philly Sports Talk podcast, but also the All-Star Sports Center, Mitch's channel. We're coming to you live from all across different platforms. But Mitch, Brandon, how you guys been?
I'm doing good. Doing better than the Raptors right now. But yeah, I'm doing good. What up, Spongy? What up, Steph Curry?
Well, we got Nick Lodolo and Billy Falter. What up, Jamar? But Brandon will be taking care of his side of the Cincinnati Reds, while me, either Mitch, will take care of the Fighting Phils.
And I just love how Spongy just puts number 69 there.
What up, Arku? What up?
What up, bro?
But so far, here at the start at 9, you have Bryson Stott leading up, Trey Turner hitting second, Schwarber third, Nick Castellanos fourth, returning into Cincinnati, JT fifth, Bohm sixth, Harrison seventh, and Sosa eighth with Pache ninth.
What up, what up?
Is this Castellanos' first return to Great?
I think his first game back. I think this. Well, actually, I think he has. That's a quick question.
What up, Wayne Hyde? What's good?
So now the counts are no balls, 2 strikes for Lodolo.
There we go. What's your score?
Y'all thing is apparently faster than mine because I'm
already at no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, me too. I'm right there with you.
That's outside at 95. It's 1 and 2. What up, Lady Kenzie?
Oh, yeah. So what's your score prediction for this game?
And that is strikeout number 1 for Lodolo.
Fucking Reds will lead it until relief pitching comes in, and then we lose due to relief pitching like we do 90% of the games. That's my prediction.
I was looking for like a number, so I'm going to go with like 5-2.
I say 5-3.
I'm going more 3-2. Phillies win it.
And Turner lines into center. That's going to drop in for a base hit. I got to say this, too, though. Like, I've always said this, too, as a diehard baseball fan, Reds fans, y'all deserve a whole lot fucking better with the Castells are giving you.
Yeah.
Because we think you got Hunter Green and the Lodolo is an easy, good 1-2 punch. Honestly, the ones that started to talk smack is the Thunder because, well, Pelicans fans don't deserve to say shit after last night.
I was watching First Take this morning, and Stephen A. said that they should trade Zion.
It counts no balls and a strike to Schwarber. Honestly, he just signed an extension with them too, though. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you can still trade him no matter what.
And the 0-1, that's swung and missed for strike 2. You got Kirk Caselli behind the plate for Nick Lodolo. Oh, just wait till Juice gets it up in here.
Oh, he was already in my Discord.
And a quick throw. First disengagement. We're seeing Tyler Stevenson play first because most likely he's a catcher by trade from what I remember, anyways.
Yeah, he is normally.
Then again, though, that's been outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And yes, for those who are asking why I have Joey Votto, the dude's that face of that franchise for how long has he been there? Like for over a decade. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Around there.
I think it's been shit. I don't even know. Like,
yeah, it's been a long time. I know that.
Yeah.
Just misses 2-2 at 95.
Damn.
And that's right. Tomorrow is the Thunder and the Minnesota Timberwolves, with Gobert being questionable as it is.
No, Gobert's playing. Gobert's playing.
It's going to be interesting, though, because I think with Harper, though, the dude is as athletic as you can be. The dude pitched in college. He played the catcher position. Dude could do it all if you needed to.
Yeah.
And the 2-2. That's way outside. Just a bit outside for ball 3.
What a long day for me. I had to pump basketballs for a couple hours.
I didn't do shit today. That's all I did.
Oh man, I was out running
Outside
all day.
ball 4.
Yeah, I was working for 3 hours just pumping.
It's going to be interesting of how this crowd's going to give Castellanos like a welcome back.
Yeah, I'm
to
what up, Coach?
What up, Dante?
What up? So, Rob, when I was at work, I have like this electric basketball pump, but it broke on me. So then I had to use like a regular thing, and I had to pump like three bags of basketball. I'm like, wow.
And the first pitch to Nick. And that is going to drop in for a base hit for Nick Castellanos. And Turner comes around to score on the RBI single by Nick Castellanos.
Oh, come on, Nick.
There we go.
I know Brandon's probably regretting for Nick walking in free agency. Now, I will say, too, I'm still not letting Nick Castellanos off the hook just yet. Because it's still too early to tell. Because because after what we saw last year, so like I said, I'm not still letting off the hook just yet. But if he has a productive entire 162, then that'll change my perspective on it. But now we got JT now coming up. And of course, I'm losing the.
Listen, the one thing I can tell you about Nick Castellanos, don't let that man go. He changed our franchise. We almost made the damn playoffs with this man. And then
I remember the last time you guys made the playoffs when Johnny Cueto dropped the ball in 2013. Oh, God.
Yeah. Yep.
And all we got to say this, too, that was you and the Pirates were actually, at the time, really good.
Yeah.
Easy 6'4". Oh, no. That pulls Stevenson off the bag. So a 6'3" fielder's choice for JT, and that brings up the runners on the corners. Is it just me, Brandon? Let me ask you this: Kevin Newman does not look like him what he was in Pittsburgh for some reason. He looks a lot like he doesn't look like his same former self when he was with Pittsburgh, even though he fucking killed us in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I don't know. He had a great start to the season, and I was like,
and just for some reason, he just fell flat.
Yeah,
the same Ferrero. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you guys are just like, it's like there's inconsistencies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, Castellanos struck out 20 times.
Then again, can't be worse than Kyle Schwarber.
That is so true.
And think about this. Think what? Kansas almost at 300 though. Like that's still will balance it out. The dude's been getting it's been raking like for most of the
American
year.
Wrestling show.
What up?
It's been a while. How you been?
But yeah. And I got Alec Bowman ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes to Nick Lodolo.
Come on, Bowman. We need a homer. I got him at my fantasy team.
I'm ready losing to you as it is, so I'm ready to get my ass whooped by Tyler and Keesley anyways.
Hey, hold up. Since we're talking about fantasy here, how about me though? Yeah. I scored the highest out of any team last week. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, whose league are you in?
Yours,
dude.
I was in your league, and I scored.
Oh yeah, that's right. Through week 1 of play.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm winning my game this week.
So I actually wanted to ask you this. So Brandon, what's your thoughts on Trace McSorley becoming a Patriot?
Huh?
Trace McSorley is now a Patriot. Then again, though, you do need a third stringer. That swings and misses, strike 2.
I don't know. That's just the Bill Belichick way of always having a third quarterback. So.
What up, Rob? I mean, oh my God.
Chat.
What up, Chad?
Dude,
I'm telling you, work was a bitch. I had to clean out a gym closet. I had to pump basketballs. And then they were cleaning out
the
lobby area.
To straight
away
center.
The whole entire building.
Right, and that's what we caught for out number 3. However, the Phillies do get the so 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 men left to the bottom first we go. Between the Phillies and the Reds.
Yeah,
that inning took like 9 minutes.
Y'all's is definitely faster than mine because I'm just now getting
to it.
Caught the ball.
but for the start 9 for the Cincinnati Reds, you have Jonathan India leading off, Steer hitting second, Stuart Fairchild hitting third, Tyler Stevenson the cleanup hitter, Will Myers hitting 5th, Nick Senzel. I don't know where the fuck that dude has been. The dude just felt like was MIA.
Nick Senzel, he was he's been on.
I know he cannot stay healthy to save a fucking damn to save his life.
But hang on. The lineup: Did you just say Stuart Fairchild is actually in the starting lineup tonight? You mean to tell me David Bell wasn't stupid enough to put Will Benson in there that's only had one?
Yeah, he's hitting third in the
all
lineup.
Season?
Chad, I gotta look at
Oh
that.
my God, Will Benson is still in the lineup, bro. Or is he on there tonight?
No, it's Fairchild's your third hitter. You have Stevenson, Myers, Nick Senzel, Kevin Newman, Kirk Caselli, and Will Barrero?
Yeah.
Or somebody, whatever his first name is. But Barrero's your shortstop hitting ninth. So that's your starting ninth for the Cincinnati Reds. And by the way, too, we're not a baseball fanatic. Cincinnati Reds was the first MLB team in the late 1850s, early 1860s as Red Stockings. So,
hey, Chad, is this the comment you were talking about, Chad? This long ass paragraph about how I was a Eva Marie hater?
Damn. It's just
because WWE is trying to get Eva Marie to come back.
The Walking Dead Telltales, I really didn't too much care for it. For me, like it's just it's hit and miss sometimes with me.
Right.
But I do like it though. But yeah, so so Sarah Fairchild is right now is your left fielder for the night's action. Jose Barrero. But I did finish it up streaming Resident Evil 4 remake.
Acknowledge Roman Reigns. Oh my God.
Here we go. Well, we got Bailey Falter. I'm 50-50 on it, but he's been I can say a workhorse. So for 0-1.
I gotta ask you this. Is it all his fault?
Oh my God.
I had to.
Okay then.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
And the first pitch to India is a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. It's like no talent.
Yeah, it's that one, Lady Kenzie. Yeah. WWE and her have been in
contact, the 1-0.
So
as chopped on the ground foul. And Mitch, I know you saw the Cavendish twins are WWE bound.
They already got
They signed the NIL deals, but they're actually giving up basketball to become WWE superstars.
Yeah, I know that. Like I know for like a while.
The Cavendish twins from Miami. And the 1-1. That is chopped on the ground. That's going to be a base hit for Jonathan India. That's going to be a leadoff double.
No, they just want to be
content creators. Come on, India.
They were just doing a video with Detroit. They're just being content creators.
And now we got Spencer Steer, number 2 here now coming up.
Is he going to steer Spencer?
I've always liked Jonathan.
These names are just so bad. I'm telling you right now.
I'll say this too, though. I always thought, Jonathan India was always a good player, even during his time at Florida.
Yeah.
Pete Alonso was fucking fantastic. There was another one I can't think of at the top of my head at the moment. Because I know Alex Fiedo didn't have really pan out as well. That's what I would have hoped. But then again, that's when you get drafted to the Tigers, but that's a whole different story.
Now they're fighting about wrestling in the chat now.
And the 1-0 is high, 2-0 to Spencer Steer.
WWE. Oh my God. Jesus.
I got 2-0.
But Jonathan, they just got Jeff Hardy back.
Yeah. And the 2-0. And JT throws, and that's going to be it. And not the Sosa, and the game is now tied.
Yes, let's go.
Why do I've always said, JT needs to sit.
Well, good. He's sitting. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, India lead off double.
Way offline.
It's 1-1 in the first inning.
And that's in there 3-1.
Yeah. Yep. All American show. Yep. Oh wait, Rob, did you watch Logan Paul's podcast with Rey Mysterio?
Nah.
Oh, that was so good.
I've seen some clips of it.
Yeah, that was so good.
And that's gonna be a walk to Spencer Steer.
Okay, I'm not gonna say it again. We need Randy Orton back. He will be back soon.
Listen, but is Randy Orton going to be like a John Cena? Is he just going to come back, fight one time, and then be gone for like 4 months again?
I don't think so. He's not in Hollywood, so I don't understand. Like, John Cena.
Where the hell has he been at this entire time?
Injured.
Yeah, like back fusion done. And Fairchild fouls it into the seats. Oh, God, there's a lot of empty seats in Great American Ballpark.
Yeah.
Then again, it can't be worse than being an athletics fan because, man, they barely even show up anyways. What's good, Eric Wallace?
Hey,
and that's chopped on the ground. Easy 6-4. And that's going to be a 6-4 put out at second base, and that's going to be a fielder's choice for Stuart Fairchild. What LT? What a good LT.
I gotta ask you. So when is Tampa Bay gonna lose?
Well, actually, now that I think about it, let's take a look. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like I still can't take them as a legitimate. Look, they're going to be a good team for sure, but Jesus Christ, like.
I mean, right now you got to give them their dues. They are the best team in the league, but I mean,
but they played
got to lose a game.
I mean, first of all, and look at the teams that they played. They played the Boston Red Sox, who are not great. They played the Oakland A's, ain't great.
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, Boston almost knocked them off last night.
Yeah, but then again, Boston their pitching stinks.
Yeah,
and that's in their misses 1-1. And to Tyler Stevenson. Shit, I got to.
What?
What?
Right.
And the 1-1. That is swings and misses. Strike 2 on an 85-mile-an-hour changeup on the outside corner by Billy Falter.
Oh, Rob, you're gonna find this hilarious. So,
on
MK headlines, I had Joey Sakes on.
Trust me, I was watching.
And yeah, but did you hear where Further AM called Bijan Robinson?
Yeah,
Byron. And I was just like, you're doing it just on purpose now. I'm like, come on. And then he calls Alvin Iverson.
Oh, trust me, I remember that moment.
I'm like,
counts out, still holds 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Shout out to him and Coach Ed. They're live right now. They're doing a mock draft.
And swings and misses, strike 3. Stevenson goes down swinging on a ball that was like 15 inches outside the zone, right above his head.
Stevenson, man.
Nobody can beat my tribal chief, Roman Reigns. I'm telling you right now, I think Cody's going to win at SummerSlam. Or wait, if they would.
It's going to be more a SummerSlam because right now they're just stat padding Roman Reigns at this point.
Yeah.
Then again, it's not the first time.
Well, I was telling my fiance they're gonna they had Roman Reigns win that so he could be the first one to ever hit 1,000 days.
Well, technically, the first one ever hit 1,000 days was Pedro
Bruno Sammartino, right?
No, Bruno Sammartino was second. It was Pedro Rosales was the first one, and that is
right.
No, swings and misses such a ball that was way outside the zone, up above his head.
You know, Cody Rhodes is number 1 in merch for WWE.
Yeah, he think about it, he already outside Roman Reigns in turn.
Everyone, pretty much.
He actually outside.
He outsold bro.
That is a pickoff to end the top of the first.
Wow, an actual pickoff.
Wow. So Falter picks off number 17. That might be Fairchild. So top of the second we go.
Yeah.
1 inning finished in like.
I will say this too, though. That was kind of a stupid decision to do.
What?
Go on a first move, especially getting picked up by a lefty. That's something. I'm not saying that nitpicks a little bit. I'm not like saying I know it doesn't really triggers me as much since.
Well, you're pretty triggered by it right now.
No, I'm not. Mitch, you're a nickel poop. And what annoys me is just like if you know the lefty's got a good move. Like first of all, there's no reason to go on a first move. Yes, I mean that's how you're taught, but it's like. Like when you're already tied it up with 2 outs, like you got to be as much smarter on the base paths. Like it's baseball 101.
Yeah, I definitely agree. So,
I mean, and this is a guy who only has like 3 career stolen bases in my entire 10 plus year career.
Oh no, Shane ain't no. The Sixers have given permission to the Houston Rockets to interview Sam Cassell.
Let's hope not.
Well, Sean Bernard just tweeted it, so god damn it. Please don't go. Please. You know what's going to happen, right? Sam Cassell's going to go to Houston. James Harden's going to follow.
I feel like Houston's going to get... No.
Yeah, James Harden's going to go there.
First of all, why would he go back? I mean, that team's already rebuilding as it is.
He lives there. You got to look at the taxes. They're a lot lower there than in Philly.
True.
You got to look at it like that.
But first of all, like they usually have Ime Udoka and also Nick Nurse that Houston's looking at.
Yeah, no, please give him Udoka. Please. I don't think he might even get hired again after everything that happened.
Well, you never know.
True.
And first of all, Ime Udoka is not that bad of a head coach anyways. I mean, look what he's done.
He's not, but everything that it just went down, yeah.
So Charles Gonzalez as over-under on the 10 runs. I'm going to say it's going to be under because when we play the Reds and Phillies, it's always been close by at least by 1 or 2 runs. All right, so now we got Josh Harrison to lead it off for the Phils, and Lodolo will kick some deals. Okay, so Carey's now 2-0. Apparently, I think it was a pitch clock violation.
I'll make a short about that after this game.
So now we get... And the 2-0. Okay, so it looks like... So Harrison takes a strike. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike. And the 2-1. That has popped out of play way into the seats. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, right now, oh man, they got to play the Blue Jays. So the only good team they're playing coming up against is the Blue Jays. Swings and misses, strike Rays? 3. Yeah, the Rays.
Are you doing that with Randy next week?
May I'm doing one when the Blue Jays come to town on May 9th. But after that, I mean, they swept the Red Sox. So they got to play the Blue Jays for 3, and they're coming to Cincinnati. They're on the 6-team road trip in Toronto and 3 in Cincinnati. And the first pitch is in there for strike 1 to Edmundo Sosa, and they got to play Yankees, Twins. I'm leaning towards one of the Yankees. And that's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's going to be a really good game.
And outside the other good team they got to face against is the Houston Astros for 3 and Tampa Bay. And that's going to be sneaking through for a base hit for Edmundo Sosa. 3rd hit overall by the Fighting Phils. Now here comes Christian Pache. I could care less about this dude.
Yankees or Twins? Who's winning? I don't know.
Well, it depends on who the Yankees have at the especially the way how the rotation's kind of been.
Hey, Dakota, yes, Philadelphia. Dakota always does that.
And the first pitch to Pache is high, 1 ball, no strikes.
MLB playoffs. MLB.
And to be honest, though, MLB TV though is well worth $25 a month.
I'm Jewish, so I don't pay that.
And Baltimore barely escaped Oakland 7-8. And Philadelphia, and
you got a Philadelphia Stars old baseball.
Yeah, USFL starts this coming week.
It's this week? I thought it was next.
Yeah. Because the XFL is winding down already.
That's so quick.
And it's a 10-game season for the XFL.
Right.
Yeah. You also got to take into consideration, too, like they're just started back up after getting shut down 3 years ago. And now it counts up 2 balls, no strikes on Pache. And the pitch. And that's going to be a base hit for Pache. Jesus Christ. As much as I hate this guy.
Everyone on Twitter is so mad at Rob Thompson right now. It's insane. Every time when I go on Twitter, I see something about Rob Thompson.
And
there's a pickle.
But both, we're talking about kosher pickle or dill pickles?
It doesn't matter.
Or crinkle cut.
Pickle. And guess what? He's safe.
Yeah, trust me. I know that for a fact. What up, STK Shaker?
Oh,
Bro, what the hell was that?
I don't know. You tell your team that.
Oh my god, bro! You had a man in a chase down, and then you decided to throw it to third base. That is the stupidest shit I've ever seen.
Right.
Well, don't blame
but
yourself.
It doesn't surprise me being
blame
the
Pod
Reds,
Chafer starting that shit, man. That's one Pod Chafer for almost fucking up. And the first pitch to Stott is on the outside corner for strike one on a high curveball. They got runners on the corners. No balls, one strike with one out here in the top of the second.
Rob, are you gonna want to stream the NBA lottery with me next month?
Depends on the day though.
Let me look at it again. I forget.
So the count's down, no balls, two strikes.
May 16th. It's a Tuesday at 8 o'clock.
I'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
You gotta wait to see what my schedule's looking. Actually, I pretty much know my schedule the way that how it's kind of built. So May 16th. Since speaking of juice. Oh man.
Hi, Juice. How you doing, Juice? Zion's getting traded and he's too fat.
The question is, who wants him? That's the biggest question.
You know what's funny? A lot of Sixers fans last year wanted to trade Tobias for Zion, and I'm like, no, I want to trade Tobias, but not for that guy.
The count still holds no balls, two strikes, and a quick throw over. So since I'm off this coming Tuesday, I work. Okay, good. I'm off that Tuesday, May 16th.
Oh, cool. I'll set it up. And I think there will be a basketball game after that. We should trade him to the Shanghai for Dwight Howard.
No, Dwight Howard's in the Taiwanese league. And first of all, the dude's like playing against like a bunch of scrubs.
No, he got bodied by Boulard. Remember that? He got bodied.
Oh man,
Sim Boulard. And then he was in the 3-point contest. Dwight Howard.
That is high. One ball, two strikes.
12 of them.
Like, whoever thought of Dwight Howard actually hitting threes?
Hey,
yeah, that's a bit strange.
He did hit a couple threes in the NBA.
True, but still, I mean...
He did more than Shaquille O'Neal. Oh, appreciate it, Lady Kenzie. Appreciate it.
And the 1-2. That is fouled off. I also think this, too. Dwight Howard could also hit his free throws as well, more than Shaq does.
Yeah, but here's something that Shaq has that Dwight will never have, and that's like multi-championships.
True. Well, technically, he does have quote-unquote one, if you count the bubble year.
Yeah, one. That's why I said multi-championships.
Swings and misses, strike three. So that second strikeout for Nick Lodolo.
You're working tomorrow, right, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't know if I'm doing a mock draft with a couple guys, or if not, I'm going to stream the Phillies again tomorrow.
And now we got Trey Turner up with the runners on the corners. And the first pitch by Lodolo is high. One ball, no strikes. And the 1-0. That is inside. 2-0. So 2 balls, no strikes on Trey Turner. Singled his first time up. And also came around to score. There you go. And it's now 2-1.
Yes, Eddie, we need to score. And then here comes Brandon saying, no, you don't.
And the 2-1.
I'm just waiting for you all to.
And that has popped up. And that's going to be in the seats. So it counts out 2 balls, 2 strikes on Trey Turner.
What?
Shit.
And Lodolo kicks and deals to 2-2. That is outside 3-2, and the runner, a Pache, will be off and running on this pitch.
There you go.
And you got Shore waiting on deck, who walked in his first plate appearance.
When's the next Phillies game you're doing?
And that is ball 4, and that's going to load the bases for Schwarber. My next Phillies game, I was planning to do the White Sox series, but I thought, I would rather do the Sixers playoff because I know that's going to be really good to do.
Yeah,
and I'm going to be live for the pitch because I actually put this on my community tab of asking people like, what other MLB streams do you see? Like, if you voted yes, like what other teams do you want to see? So Steve, who's one of my other moderators for the main for my channel, he's a Rockies fan, so I'm doing him a solid doing in the Pittsburgh and Colorado. I will say this too, though. If you looked at the younger version of Charlie Banks, it's like it is so weird not seeing him with that bushy beard. I'm not kidding. It is just like so weird looking to see him. Well, then again.
Oh my God, Juice. Good thing is New Orleans Breakers USFL domination is
first of all, the Breakers kind of stunk it up last year.
Thank you. God.
And Tampa Bay wasn't too bad, but they cut that for the Memphis Showboats.
Showboats.
But Thaddeus Moss is in the USFL now.
Oh my God!
And the first
have you ever seen the Family Guy clip, Shaboopy? Because he was talking about, God dang it, Peter, no showboating.
So it counts 1 ball, no strikes to Kyle Schwarber, who walked his first time up. And the 1-0 is in there at the knees for strike 1 at 93 on that fastball.
Hey, Daniel.
Shout out to the 15 total people that's up in here.
Yep.
And the 1-1 is a bit high, apparently, according to the home plate umpire. 2 balls, 1 strike. What up, Sleeping Angels?
Hey, Sleeping Angels, what is up, man?
And also, Sleeping Angels is also a mod for the All-Star Sports Network as well.
Yeah,
I'll do his I'll do his Cubs as well later in the week. And there, nice pick by Stevenson, and that's going to be out number 3.
Mark Frazetta just tweeted, "Stop running the bases like morons." It's with Steve Carell from Dinner for Schmucks gif.
Now you ain't wrong. Okay, I have no written. All right, so now I'm going to the bottom of the second. Still getting tied at 1.
Right, thank God we got that damn out there. Tyler Stevenson almost fit up. He did not catch that properly.
Hey, Rob, can you put Brandon's link in the chat, please? Hey, Becky Lynch is in the chat. Hey, Becky Lynch, you're probably going to wrestle Trish Stratus at Backlash. Well,
of course, I get a Subway fucking commercial with like Derek Jeter's like, oh, I was like, what the fuck is that? Then again, it's like, we fixed this toilet. I'm sorry, I had to pull that. I'm not kidding you.
Why you do that to me? Why?
Brandon, I'm not kidding you. Since MLB's getting sponsored by Front Door, like that was the first commercial that I've seen on NBC Sports Philadelphia. It's like, we fixed it. I was like, what the hell? Commercials. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah, that's actually a thing.
Yeah, it is. That's friggin' nuts.
Yeah, Trish Stratus. Oh my God! Now that song's gonna be stuck in my head, Rob.
Could you imagine just had that on a Spotify playlist?
That's what's pretty much gonna happen to me. Oh, Dan Snyder is over. Thank God.
Yeah, and of course, Josh Harris is the new owner.
Yep, $6.05 billion.
Yeah, exactly, Steven. That's what I'm saying. Like, it gives like, what the hell?
Now I can hear Key saying, "What the hell?" Like every 5 seconds.
What the hell? Oh, that's right. Lady Kenzie's also a mod too.
Only one that's never seen this commercial. I haven't seen this commercial.
Don't look it up.
Oh, dude, you're gonna laugh your ass off. It's funny as hell.
Hey, I need one of y'all to send me the link.
And what a YTC?
No.
And the first pitch is in there for strike
Rob
one.
Can do it since he brought it up. I'm not.
For Will to Will. So the scheduled hitters this inning is Will Myers, Nick Senzel, and Kevin Newman.
Oh God, Newman.
And the 0-1.
We're doing good.
Swings and misses for strike 2.
And guys, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Share it out on all social platforms. Really appreciate it. And by the way,
and the 0-2. And that is fouled off. Still holds the count. No balls, 2 strikes on Will Myers. Right now on the year, hit a $175 for the Cincinnati Reds.
A man that's fallen off, man. This guy had a great season with San Diego Padres last season.
And he also had some good years with Tampa Bay as well before they moved on from him.
Yeah.
I think once you get older,
I think Will Myers had a great season last season, and now he just sucks for the Reds.
And I mean, you would think,
doesn't that happen a lot? Like you think he's going to be,
and
good
that is foul. It does. It's like some players it's 50-50. Depends on what production where you're going to get out of them. That's all I'm saying. I mean, think about it. Like, look at Brandon Marsh. I mean, he got stuck on a pitiful Angels team. Since coming here has been now the 1-2 has popped up, and that's in the seats.
Rob,
yeah.
You know what we need, Rob? We need
that swings and misses. Strike 3. Strikeout number 2 for Bailey Falter.
We need the Hawks somehow, in some way, to beat.
That's what DJ Eastwood was asking too. We need the Hawks.
You know, I got the Celtics winning in a sweep.
I say Celtics in 5. Hey. I think Hawks are going to find a way to.
Thank you all very much. I'm hoping we do win in the sweep.
And that is true. Fan? It's not like
no. I'm a Celtics fan.
Oh wait, what? Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, my favorite team.
Wait, you didn't know that,
Celtics.
Mitch?
I was drawing a blank.
Are you talking about
Boston Bruins, Patriots, and the Reds?
Yeah,
dude, I mean, congrats to your Boston Bruins for being probably one.
It's like insane. The fandom is like insane. Like
this guy even one strike on Nick Senzel, taking his first.
And a Cowboys fan. Like,
I can deal with New England fans more than Cowboys fans if I'm going to be completely honest.
I can stand.
And that's shot foul.
Knicks fans, I can't.
Don't want to say that to YTC. The dude's in.
I don't care. What is he going to do? Complain?
But Boston Bruins, man, the fact that
and they're going to lose to the Cavs in 6. So
I see Cavs in 5.
Okay, that was not me.
Who?
The Cavs will play the Knicks in the playoffs.
In there, strike 3.
Good game.
That is strikeout number 3 for Bailey Falter.
Brandon, Sleeping Angels is asking you, well, how did you become a Cincinnati Reds fan?
Everybody asks me this question a lot. It's kind of a funny thing. I actually live in Kentucky, so I'm closer to Cincinnati.
Right.
But I just said, screw all the teams near me. And in 2005, I became a Patriots fan. And I was like, well, why not carry it over with Boston? So I became a Boston Celtics and Boston Bruin fan. So
what sports teams in Kentucky, though? That's outside the Kentucky Wildcats in terms of college sports. That's pretty much about it.
Yeah, we don't have anything else here. Yeah, here in
other
Kentucky,
than you got the Louisville, except for that Louisville Bat Factory is pretty much what you're known for, and whiskey.
Yeah. And horse racing.
Oh,
yeah. And that is strike 3. So Billy strikes up the side.
YTC, Mitchell's going to go off for a 40 burger in one game.
And that's the thing, too, with Brunson. As much as I'm a huge Nova guy, there were times where Brunson in 2016 didn't look like he showed up. It mostly was Chris Jenkins, Ryan Arcidiacono, fuck, I can't think of his name right now. Not Brunson. There was another one I can't think of. Amari Spellman. Actually had a decent.
Yes. Who? Spellman, Bridges, Brunson.
Mikal Bridges actually looked really solid.
DiVincenzo.
I mean, that team was loaded. Well, then. I thought hey, don't worry. At least I will say this too. I will admit it. I was actually on the Cubs bandwagon in 2016 during the World Series run. So I will admit that.
Of course you were.
Because I mean, think about it. The fans deserve the fans. Well, then again, I mean, at least you're not a Cleveland fan. Because you were up 3-1, and somehow you still shit the bed of the World Series and still lose.
Yeah.
And the fact that not. Oh yeah, I forgot about Josh Hart. Josh Hart's also carried that part of that portion.
Josh Hart too. Yeah,
I forgot about. Josh Hart.
I mean,
what about Archie Diacono?
Last season in the
Archie Diacono, he was decent in 2016, but since going into NBA, has not done.
No, he's not.
He's just been floundering, and it's sad, dude. I've always. Yeah, but then again, that is true. I remember. Oh, good lord. Oh yeah, trust me. There was. Trust me, I know that.
Hey,
April 13, 2003, with 13 runs in the fourth, Phillies set a club record for most in the end against the Reds. Oh, good lord.
You've been to Kentucky before? Well, you'll know there's not much shit to do here, so.
Yeah, that's... and the first pitch to Nick is high, 1 ball, no strikes. And Tennessee's actually a pretty good place. The only one place I have not traveled to in terms of the Tennessee is to Nashville. I've not been to that Nashville area, shall we say.
Well, see, the funny thing is the only place I've been to in Tennessee was to Nashville. And that was where I watched
missed
my
strike
first
one by Castellano. I've been because I had a family member who had a market in some random small town in Tennessee.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's in there. Strike 2. And David Bell never ceases to amaze me. Very underrated player during his playing days with us. And that is foul.
I hope he was a better player than he is freaking manager. He made stupid ass decisions.
The only time he's the only one in Philly. Well, in terms of the cycles at Cincinnati, he's the one that only holds that one cycle in terms of the Phillies franchise in the Phillies franchise in 2004.
Oh my!
And the 1-2 and swinging him at strike 3. And that is strikeout number 4 by Lodolo.
Michael, I would like you to name me one fun thing that you can do in Kentucky. This shit is boring compared to other states.
So yeah, I have never been to Kentucky, so I can't really say. I mean, South Carolina's not too bad. Depends on where you're going.
Yeah.
But I'll say this too: the summers down there are fucking brutal. And the first pitch to JT is high, 1 ball, no strikes at 94.
Well, see, at least in Carolina, when it gets hot, you can go to the beaches. There's no beaches here in Kentucky.
I remember.
So,
and that's in there at the knees. Strike 1 at 93.
The Kentucky Derby. I mean, yeah, that's true.
But I mean, you also got
an hour away from me in Louisville. So,
I mean, you also got the Kentucky Wildcats college basketball. That's pretty much about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Swings
our
and misses,
basketball
strike 2.
program lately has been so ass.
That's shocker.
So.
Rob, because of you, I was singing "We Built This Toilet" down the stairs and coming up. I hate you.
Hey, they don't blame me. Blame the commercial.
I blame you. I wasn't even thinking about it until you said it.
And JT with the 1-2 swings and misses, strike 3. That is 5 strikeouts for right now for Nick Lodolo.
Hey Rob, did you give Tyler the link for Earl's show tonight?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, because I'm gonna. Well, once this is done, I'm gonna have
to be on in like 5 minutes.
What time does the show start? Like 7:30?
Is it 7:30 or 8 o'clock?
I have no idea. Let me check because I know it's on.
Here, I got it. I'm already on the tab.
And the 1-0 inside 2-0.
7:30. I got it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Yep, I got it. I'm right here.
And the 2-0 That's in there for strike one, even though that's off the corner. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, for me, I'm the lucky one. I'm like 5 minutes outside of Philadelphia. Outside of 3-1, inside 3-1.
I'm like a good.
I think it were like 10 or 15 minutes, depending on traffic.
I'm a 15. I'm actually 20.
Or 20 minutes.
Yeah, you live closer to the bridge than I do.
And that's Philadelphia. Now it's full, counts now, runs full. I mean, shit. I have to go through Fairview and turn down to one little street and actually get onto the bridge. That's pretty much how I get onto the Walt Whitman Bridge.
Hey, what's up?
What up, Butterfly?
Hey, Butterfly. I have a question. Does the butter actually fly? I've just been wondering that.
And the 3-2.
In the war.
And that's going to be a base hit for Alec Boehm.
When you see these weird names for as long as I have, like weird shit to some sort.
Or shit. If you think about it, we have a player way back when called Puddinhead.
Puddinhead? Are you serious right now?
That was part of he was a player during the 50s where we're known as the Whiz Kids.
Oh, right. Yep.
Puddinhead Jones.
How about this? If your name was Richard Dickerson.
What?
Like, I
imagine that. If your name was Richard Dickerson.
And the first pitch is low, 1 ball, no strikes. Like, what the hell is it? What the hell we're doing right now?
I don't know. It's a tie game right now.
Tie game. I brought up, we fixed this toilet. Mitch was talking about funny names.
Oh, I feel like we've been talking about everything else but the game.
I'm sorry, that got stuck in my head for whatever. And that's going to be a nice steer, and that's going to be out number 3.
Yes.
Oh, wow. What a play. That was a nice play.
So bottom third. Yep, 8.
Oh, yeah.
Something.
Nice grab here. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Bruh.
Well, other MLB games I have actually planned coming up. But after the Sixers game, I actually got 3. Actually, I mean, I got 3 MLB games coming up. Later on tonight at 9:40 between the Brewers and the Padres. Then Monday at 10:10, first pitch, I'm doing the Mets and Dodgers. And then obviously Tuesday, I'm doing the Pirates and the Rockies at 8:40 first pitch.
What time's the Sixers on?
7:30.
Got it. Okay.
Because I already added your channel.
Yeah, I saw that. But I was just like, wait a minute, how you doing both? And then you said that.
Because, I mean, think about it. I mean, it's 4 quarters for 12 minutes. That's pretty much 48 minutes. By the time it gets done, it's probably by a little bit after 8. But, I mean, shit. I mean, I'll say this too, man. Doing Resident Evil 4, doing the entire... Well, I had to break... No, let's break. If you do a straight shot and just fuck around and still do the story, that shit's long. So I had to break up in 5 different episodes in order to get that shit done. That shit's fucking long because there's a lot of stuff to do in Resident Evil 4 Remake. Did you get tired of the link to the Earl show?
I did.
Okay.
Yep.
Man, the WNBA draft was actually pretty fun. Actually, surprisingly, I'm actually in a league for the WNBA this year.
With who? Key?
No, actually with a few other random people that I just, because you know how ESPN, you can find a league, any open leagues, randomized. So I'm part of that.
Dude, I did fantasy golf. I did fantasy NASCAR. I did it all.
Yeah. And it's a lot better, I would say, in terms of how it's made. Because I feel like RE3 is just, they just look like they just cut corners in some areas. That's one of my nitpick with it, because I never played the original, and I never played the original for RE2.
Oh, by the way, shout out to Mike Brown. He won Coach of the Year.
I mean, that's kind of obvious. The dude turned a team that, well, before Mike Brown got there, it's just like there was no direction for the Sacramento Kings.
Mm-hmm.
And the 1-1 is low. 2-1 to Kirk Casale. Then you got Jose Barrero, and then turn the lineup over for the Cincinnati Reds. And the 2-1 pitch from Bailey Falter. That is chopped on the ground and through the left side for a base hit for Kirk Casale. So now here comes Jose Barrero. Now here comes the shortstop, Jose Barrero. Right now hitting 200 for the year with a homer and 4 RBIs through 9 games so far in this young season. And the first pitch is chopped foul on the first pitch curveball from Bailey Falter. No balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1 is low in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 is on the outside corner. Call strike 2 to Jose Barrero. And the 1-2 chopped on the ground. Easy play for Turner. 6-4-3. No. 6-4 put out at second base, but that's going to be a fielder's choice for Jose Barrero. Now we got Jonathan Indian coming up. Doubled his first time up back in the first. So far on the season, hitting .326 with a .431 on base, .488 slugging with a homer, and 3 RBIs. And the first pitch is a bit low. 1 ball, 1 and no strikes. And that's a bit inside, just missing inside. 2 balls, no strikes. And the 2-0.
Wait, the Yankees are down 8-0?
Yeah.
Damn.
And the game's only in the top of the first, bro. That is terrible.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's only in the top of the first, and they're already down 8-0.
And the 3-0. And obviously, India takes that for the green light. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the 3-1. That is in there for strike 2 on the outside corner. And they got Steer waiting on deck. So it's an easy play for over the first for out number 2. However, that still moves that moves the runner into scoring position. That moves Barrero to second. And now we got Spencer Steer walk back in the first. And the first pitch is there on the out. And that is no balls, 1 strike to Spencer Steer. And that's a bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1. That is fouled off into the seats. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, it hasn't. It hasn't even been an inning.
That's fucking crazy. That's like playing fucking goddamn MLB The Show on rookie mode with all the sliders turned up. Even though I have done that a few times, so I will admit that. I was only during franchise mode, though. And the 1-2. And that is fouled into the seats at the second deck.
Oh, Minnesota put on another one. It's now 9-0.
Oh, my God.
Top of the first.
I would not be surprised if they somehow put 10 up in the first.
Can you imagine if they put up 10 runs in each inning?
That would be fucking... And that's just outside. 2-2. And we got Stuart Fairchild waiting on deck, and 0 for 1. That is popped up, and that is foul. And the 2-2. Chopped on the ground. And that's going to go sneak in. And Barrero will come around to score it, and Reds take the lead.
Let's go. A steer. Yes, sir.
And that's RBI number 6 for Spencer Steer. And now we got Stuart Fairchild's already 0 for 1 this evening. And the first pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, way behind. We're down 2-1 right now.
And the 1-0.
We can't lose to a guy. Well, we already did. We're losing to a guy named Stuart Fairchild. Like, that's bad.
And the 1-1. That's popped up, and that's into the seats. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I know he definitely played against the Phillies in Seattle and San Francisco. And he did here too. We should be pretty familiar with the guy.
Hey, Raph.
Hey, what's up?
And that's low. 2-2. What up, Raph?
You said 2-2.
And that's going to be another base hit for the Reds. That's from Stuart Fairchild.
Yes, let's go.
1 for 2. First of all, Stuart Fairchild's not even pitching, by the way, too, Mitch, by the way.
Huh?
Stuart Fairchild's not even pitching.
Oh, my God.
You're talking about Nick Lodolo. And to be quite honest, I think he's a lot, well, in terms of command wise, I mean, he's a lot better than Hunter Green.
Yeah.
Well, both got good stuff though, but just Hunter Green, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Hunter Green, I don't know what the hell happened to him from last season to this season. He's like
a fucking stormtrooper, like can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, look, the stuff's there. It's just they gotta work on the command though.
Yeah.
Commanders.
And he doesn't work because of what you just said. He doesn't work long in innings. He's always being taken out at like the 4th inning or some shit. I'm good. How are you?
And the first pitch to Stevenson. And that's going to drop in for a base hit. And Stier's going to score, and that's going to put the runners on the corners.
Let's go, Tyler Stevenson. Great shit.
I like Stevenson.
Walter stinks.
It's all his fault. I told you.
Let's go.
Stupid question. Do we play the Patriots this year?
Well, the way I
don't know.
I have no idea.
Let me look it up.
I think we should. Because you know, the only time we don't play the Raiders is till 2025. The first pitch is low, 1 ball, no strikes.
Mentioned the last couple of days ago, the Phillies averaged 3 runs per game on the road on that first road trip, but now they're down 3-1.
And the 1-0. That's going to be a base hit. Another run scores.
All right, can you take him out? It's all his fault. Please take him out.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, we
play y'all at Gillette Stadium this year. Both of y'all better join me, or I'll join y'all for that game.
I'm gonna be with I do a podcast with my buddy Cool Cat Connor. So you and Rob did do it.
Well, it depends on what, because like I said, depending on because my Sundays are 1 on, 1 off.
True, forgot about that. Your work schedule is so weird.
That's how my schedule is. Like I have my consistent days are Saturdays pretty much.
Yep.
And Wednesdays. And now we got McKinley Moore now warming up in the pen.
Wait, Will Myers finally got a hit? Oh my God. Thank you, Will Myers.
Yes. And we have a guy who's pitching who it's all his fault.
Oh
my God.
Well, once Rager comes back, it's going to be a lot different.
At least he didn't build this toilet.
Damn it.
Payback's a bitch.
But now we got Nick Senzel is already 0 for 1. And the first pitch is in there at the knees at 91 for strike 1.
Oh, did you guys hear who Jake Paul is fighting?
Yeah, I saw that Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could care less.
Nate Diaz is going to win, but it'll be fun.
And the 0-1 is high.
Yeah, Sleeping Angels, because it's all his fault. Like, come on. Hey, Ron.
And the 1-1. That has popped up, and that's now 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Come on, Nick.
Oh, Brandon, by the way, if you, for the Hardcore Sports Network, what I do is I would clip something from your shows and make it into a short. So if that's okay with you, I can do that. And I'll put your link in the description.
Sure, yeah, that's fine with me.
And the 1-2. That is low, 2-2.
Sounds good. You only do play-by-plays, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like I said, in the off season, I do like the draft and mock drafts and shit like that. But yeah,
and the 2-2
play-by-plays.
That has popped up, and Turner will make the catch for out number 3.
Damn it! Come on, Nick.
Hey, why are you mad? You scored 2 runs.
Technically, they scored 4. You nincompoop.
It was not 1-0 in this inning. Get this job. Thank you, little spongy. Rob, we got to do Fall Guys again.
Well, we'll see. Because I mean, I've been doing a lot. By the way,
hey, you Philly fans sound like me when I have to watch the Reds relief pitching. Shit's terrible.
Well, then again,
I'm saving my voice for the Sixers game.
Nah, that's true.
I know I'm gonna yell.
Well, yeah. Well, for me, I live in a row home, so I don't. Plus, I mean, I'm also monetized as well, so I don't want to get my shit demonetized anyways.
I don't curse though. I only curse on Twitter. No, Falter is actually rude. That's funny.
Damn, Mitch. You done? You good over there?
Yeah, I'm good. Icy went down the wrong pipe. Pause.
So top of the fourth we go. It's a 3-1 game. A 3-run game.
Let's see how Earl's doing.
So y'all play the Brooklyn Nets in the playoffs?
Yeah, in our first round.
I got the Sixers in 5.
So do I.
My God. I just gotta say this. If you guys lose to the Hawks, I don't know what we already did years ago. So,
well, yeah, probably the most infamous moment that you could see that.
Yeah. Hey, payback. We're gonna beat him, but he's not playing. So
that's swinging and miss strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to Armando Sosa. Singled his first time up.
Hi, John L.
What up, John L?
It's been a while, man. Last year I was down at the bullpen.
And the
the
0-2.
bullpen was terrible last year.
Counts down, still holding no balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch.
The hell?
And that's going to be foul. Oh, it's a fair ball. I'm sorry. I cannot fucking see. That. And that's going to be a leadoff double from Mondo Sosa. Because every time when it goes down the line side, I always think it might be a foul ball because he had no camera angles down there.
Rob, look what I replied to your tweet with.
Let me guess. It's going to be a SpongeBob gif, isn't it?
Nope.
Oh man, that's in there.
David Bell want to challenge that, bro? That looks like it went on the other side of the fair. I think that's foul.
What team do you think make it to the playoffs this year? It's way too early to tell.
Yeah.
Probably
that is
Tampa.
high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Probably Tampa.
So David Bell did not challenge, damn it.
I mean, and I don't think you can really challenge that anyways.
You can't challenge whether it's fair or foul?
I don't think you can. That's in there for strike 2. Even though I find it really stupid, but
are they still? Oh my God! How long is this mock draft that they're doing? Jeez.
I thought they were just doing the first round.
I gotta see.
What are they doing a mock draft for?
And that's strike 3. That's strikeout number 6 for Nick Lodolo.
The NFL.
Yeah, NFL mock draft. Let's see this.
Now we got Bryce.
Wait, are they done? I think. Hold on.
What the hell? What'd you send me? A Harold Kumar? Oh man,
it is your fault.
I was gonna say. I mean, knowing you probably had Gene Snitsky. It's like it's not my fault.
Yeah.
That was the first thing that came to mind. Well, Bright.
Wait, are they doing this again?
I don't know, man.
Oh my God, they're at the Dallas Cowboys pick on 24.
And the 0-1. That's in there, strike 2.
You know what's funny? Because they do trades.
Yeah.
You know how further it is with trades. Huh. Damn it.
And the 0-2. That is fouled out of play. Still holding no balls, 2 strikes.
We got a Mets fan in here. How you doing, bro? How you doing? Probably one of Mets Talk with Hayden's boys.
Probably.
Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Appreciate it. And notification.
And the 0-2. And that fly ball to right.
What time is the Phillies game tomorrow? Because I'm not
I think still 6:40.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 6:40.
That'd be 2 outs here in the top of the 4th.
Oh, Spongy, it's Coach, Ed, and Further AM. They're live on the Hardcore Sports Network right now. We have 3 shows on the network.
Catch it.
God,
yes, sir. Let's go.
Oh my God. Getting cold.
In the first pitch.
Oh, okay, that's what we're doing.
At his high, 1 ball, no strikes to Trey Turner. So far, walked his last time up, and also has a single and a run scored. And the 1-0. It's in there, strike 1.
I'm not even paying attention to the fantasy baseball. So I'm just like, I don't even care right now.
I really noticed that because, like, when I pick up and drop players, I went and looked at the recent action, and I'm like the only one doing any movement. And I'm like, what
I'm with you, Brandon, too.
I will at some point.
I'm the same way because it's like I want to make sure like who has the most highest at the moment, and then I'll pick him up because I mean, stop being as hot as he was. No one picked him up in one of the leagues.
Who's the best team in the league right now? Is it you, Brandon, or?
In terms of hockey, it's the Boston Bruins.
No. In our fantasy baseball, who has the highest points? Is it you, Brandon?
I mean, yeah, if we're going based off of points, it was me last week, so I'd be the highest one. But like, there's a lot of people that's 1-0 right now. But if we're going off of points,
and the 3-1,
I scored the highest.
Swings and misses, strike 2.
The only reason I asked that because we're all 1-0 pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like based off.
Yeah, I scored the highest last week, so I guess you could say that I'm.
Who was your first pick? Do you remember?
Aaron Judd at 5.
Oh, you got Judge. I got. I think I got Soto. I think.
And Barrero, easy throw to first for out number 3. So bottom 4 we go.
Yay! Oh boy. I'm telling you right now, this Phillies team is looking like the toilet that we just built.
Let's go, boys.
Oh, wow. Yo, those were good basketball games last night.
Yeah.
Especially the Bulls and Raptors.
I actually surprised I had the Raptors winning that one.
I did too.
Then again, I think it's ever since Kawhi left, like they have not done. I mean, they weren't bad in the regular season. They just, I don't know, they didn't look the same.
Yeah, they shot 50% from the free throw line, so you knew they were going to be bad.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who's going to be the first head coach fired. Oh, wait, they already had one.
Yeah, 2 actually.
Who else am I forgetting?
Yeah, Dwayne Casey's going to be joining the front office with the Detroit Pistons.
Right, I don't really count that.
And Steven Silas.
Yeah, I knew Silas, but I wasn't going to count Casey because he just promoted himself. He pulled a Brad Stevens.
Well, technically, no. That was the franchise.
Yeah, was it a good move? No.
So apparently, WWE's bringing back the Night of Champions event. Apparently, yeah. Corey.
Oh, that's funny. Jesus. That's funny. Oh my God, King Kincaid tweeted out like how to set up Cowboys fans, and it's like you're holding up look at its photograph.
The first pitch is outside, 1 ball, no strikes.
when he's holding the picture, and there's a Cowboys fan with their jersey sad since '96. Woo, that's funny.
And the 1-0. That is line drive foul right into the seats. And Newman right now leading off, or 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the second. So far, in 160 with a homer and 4 RBIs so far in the season. And the 1-1 by Falter at his low 2-1.
Yeah, it's pretty high.
Well, that's the thing we do. And the 2-1. That is on a hop to Stott. Easy throw over to first for out number 1. Here, that's to kick out the bottom of the 4th.
Way high, and it's because it's all his fault. That's why he's in the game. It's all his fault. Like,
and of course, when O'Neal Cruz is out, so now I'm going to have to freaking get another
way
short.
High, and you know what could be worse? If we were Orioles fans, that could be worse.
Shit, come on, Newman.
What's their record? Baltimore Orioles. I don't even know.
The
Orioles? Orioles? I don't even know. Hang on, let me go check.
I know they should be in the top.
Don't they suck right now?
No, that's Boston you're talking about.
Yeah, the Orioles are 7-6, so they got a winning record actually.
Shocking.
They're gonna choke anyways.
I wouldn't say so. I think
it's the Orioles. It's what they do.
Scoring all the scoring updates. 11-0 Minnesota in top 3. One nice one hop to Sosa.
5-8,
and that's gonna be out number 2.
Way high and got it.
And Detroit's already up 1-0 right now over Toronto.
Yeah, way high. I still gotta be on your channel. You've been on my channel every single time. I gotta be on yours once.
So now we got Barrero now with 2 outs, grounded to a fielder's choice, and also scored back in the 3rd. And the first pitch is a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes.
Oh my god!
And the 1-0 has fouled back.
The Twins are just about to beat the shit out of the Yankees. It's 11-0 in the top of the 3rd.
I would not be surprised if they put score over 30 runs by it's all said and done.
Best team right now is the Tampa Bay Rays.
Even though you have to take into consideration the teams
the Sixers. I'm doing the Sixers game Monday night.
Yeah, I think it's you, me. Who else? Rafi's coming on. Randy's coming. And pops up. Shallow center. Pache would make the catch for out number 3.
So I got to talk to him. Oh, he got a new computer finally.
So top 5th we go. It's still a 4-1 game.
So we got Sixers Saturday, then it's Monday, then it's Thursday, then it's Saturday again. So Saturday, Monday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday. Yep.
You done messed up, AA Ron.
At least he didn't fix his toilet.
God, I still can never why they actually made that commercial in the first place.
Because of you, it's stuck in my head. If you did not say that, I would not be singing that song up and down my stairs.
The tomorrow, I was planning to, but and I realized I have work tomorrow.
I might if I'm not doing a mock draft. I might, or do Phillies. I'm not sure yet.
Well, what do we got?
Thursday nights the Sixers again. It's Saturday, Monday, Thursday. Then it's Saturday.
And that's Thursday. Right. The twin, or not the Twins, but the Timberwolves and the Thunder play tomorrow as well.
Yeah, but if I do any game, I'm gonna do the first one.
Do the Thunder.
The
Dude, Thunder, I think
Hawks and
I mean, shit.
no,
when I
not the
did
Hawks,
when I did the Thunder and the Warriors in the regular season, shit, I had that.
both.
That was fucking. That was entertaining as hell. It was a high scoring game. I almost had to over combined 500 people just watching, but 300.
Which one? The Mavericks one?
No. The during the regular season between the Thunder and the Warriors.
Oh, that was yeah. I was talking about the Mavericks one you did.
Oh, the one with 23,000 views.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking.
Yeah, I had over almost 1,000 people watching.
No one was doing that game.
Holy shit!
The rim, there was like that.
That little delay was because the rim was offset. They had to fucking reset the damn thing for about 5 minutes.
Like, what are you?
If you look back at it, I was there for 5-10 minutes.
I was in your stream for a good couple minutes, and I'm just
and
like,
the first pitch is in there for strike one to Schwarber.
Can they fix this like they fixed his toilet? But no, they couldn't fix it.
No, they had to bring a goddamn balancing ruler to test it. And it's outside, 1 ball, no strikes, or 1 ball, 1 strike. So far, 0 for 1 this evening, but walked back in the first.
Yeah, and the bullpen.
And we get time called here. And
yes,
right now,
I can very much see that.
And Lodolo's already at 83 pitches so far here in the top of the 5th.
Wait, Hein, could you do Tuesday night? Could you do Tuesday night around 8 o'clock or something? Could you do that? I can.
And the 1-1. It's outside, 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sleeping Angels. Yeah, that shit was kind of boring. I was like, damn. And then the 2-1. That's in there at 94 for strike 2.
Yeah, I can't believe we're down 4-1. Well, there goes my prediction anyways. I said 5-1.
I said 5-3.
Yeah, there goes your prediction. There goes both of ours.
Well, I mean, it could be possible.
How? My prediction was 5-3.
Too. I said 3-2, and the Reds are already at 4.
I mean, you can still get the 2.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but it's
But now we got 3-2 on Schwarber. And the 3-2 pitch. Schwarber to deep right, and see you later, baseball. Woo-hoo!
Goodbye.
Come on, Nick, bro.
That was to the smokestacks, 4th home run of the year.
Wednesday night.
And that was 438, 107.6 off is the exit velo.
Wait, Hein, what time you thinking for Wednesday night? What time? I got a basketball podcast from 5 to 7, so I can after that. Yeah, I can do after that.
But now here comes Nick Castellanos. So far this evening, 1 for 2. So far this evening.
Hey,
there's a fastball right.
Brandon, you can go.
I was just gonna say when he said that he hit that far, I knew that had to be right down the middle, and I watched it.
And Castellanos fells a first pitch curveball right down the chute for strike 1.
So Brandon, is football your favorite sport, or is it baseball?
Yeah,
too?
Football is my favorite.
Football.
Yeah, I've been watching the NFL
Mm-hmm.
since I was 2.
Yeah, mine is basketball.
It's just misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Nick Castellanos.
Yeah, Wednesday night I'm good. I can do Wednesday. He's not even a bullpen. Yep.
And that is high. 2-1 to Nick Castellanos. Yeah, Sleeping Angels, you and me both. I pretty much eat, sleep, and breathe baseball. And deep right. And Myers will make the catch for out number 1 here in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, my second favorite sport is baseball. So
my baseball.
And it's funny enough, too, even though this is not a homecoming for Schwarber, Schwarber is from the Ohio area, from Middletown, Ohio. God, could you imagine him on a football field of his size? Jeez. Then again,
I got you.
And don't worry, Sleeping Angels. I'll make sure I'll get your Cubs in as well. And
you need to get.
And that's going to get through for a base hit for JT.
Come on, Nick. Now he's just falling a fucking part here, man.
That's already up to 92 pitches so far for Nick Lodolo. And now here comes Alec Bohm, coming out with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Because, like I said, I don't mind doing all Phillies games, but I want to try to get a lot more other teams a chance since I do have MLB TV, which is fantastic. Because Dofu right now, Dofu right now is kind of acting like a piece of crap all of a sudden. And the first pitch to Bohm is that they're at 94 for strike one.
The velocity's still, we need a homer.
The velocity's still good though, but like you said, Brandon, like he's already starting to fall apart.
Yeah.
And that was one of the biggest nitpicks with him is just like there are times when we goes up a team like just works with him. That's in there. He actually finally loaded a changeup, even though the last time he was just pretty much fastball curveball. The last time we seen him, and that's why I've always been very nitpicky with that because
Coke Zero, what is up, man?
What up?
That's a funny name.
The 0-2. That is in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
All right, if we're eat, sleep, and breathing shit, I eat, sleep, and breathe the National Football League, all right?
Mine is basketball.
I mean, look, we always had that one sport we're very passionate in. We got baseball for me, basketball for Mitch, and football for Brandon.
Oh, my God.
He counts out 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Lodolo kicks and deals. That is way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
All right, I got to ask, for the World Series or for the NBA Finals, do you guys like throw massive parties? Because me and my family have a Super Bowl party every year, and we fucking like buy tons of food and shit for the Super Bowl.
Hey, Kevin.
Easy.
Hi,
1.
Kevin.
And that's going to be a double play. But however, the Phillies do cut it into the deficit.
There we go. Hi, Kevin.
All right, at least we got out of that. Only giving up 1. Jeez, Louise, man.
Philadelphia Flukies. I told everyone it was a fluke last year. 3rd place team that got lucky in the playoffs.
Yeah, I've seen more flukes than anything else. Ron Burgundy, Anchorman. All right. So still 11-0 going into the 4th between the Twins and the Yankees. Game still tied 1 apiece between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. And Pittsburgh right now already with runners on first and second with 2 men in St. Louis. And St. Louis is an interesting case. I always feel like this division is always the St. Louis just to win. I had St. Louis winning this division. You have the Cubs second. Who else is in this division?
Well, I don't know. The Milwaukee Brewers.
The Brewers. I don't know what the hell. Well, even though they
won it last year, didn't they? Or did the
No, they barely missed out on the postseason.
Oh, okay.
Because remember they got swept because we had that last wild card spot and they got swept out.
Okay.
On the against the Marlins. Kevin Arena, it depends on where your location. If you're in Cincinnati, I don't know what the networks they have over there. Or if you have MLB TV, if you're not in the area. Me and Mitch, we have NBC Sports Philadelphia. I don't know what Brandon.
If you're in the Cincinnati area, like Kentucky, any surrounding areas, I watch all my Reds games on a thing called Bally Sports Ohio. So
I heard of that. I heard of that. Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm living in St. Louis. I'm enjoying this.
Well, yeah, I know a lot of Cubs fans because Wilson Contreras is starting to stink up over there. Okay, so from Dallas.
Yeah, I have no idea how you can watch the game.
Yeah.
Minnesota scored 9 runs
in the first.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I know, bro. That was crazy.
But now we got top of the order now coming up for the Reds with Jonathan India, Steven Steer, and Stuart Fairchild. And the first pitch to India is in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes.
Did you say Stuart Steer and Fairchild in the same sentence?
No.
Yes, you did.
Sorry, English is a hard language. And the 1-0, that is shot foul
We got about Star Wars. We had about, and by the way, Star Wars. I've seen you in my chat, my buddy chat, Jason's live play by play with JJ. I appreciate your support for him, bro.
Dude,
really
Star Wars is everywhere.
Hey, yo, Star Wars.
So
Star
tomorrow,
Wars is
I
fucking
know
awesome.
I got
1-1. That is
Heat. I got the Heat.
And Stott, easy play
And then
to get India out at first. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th.
I got the Thunder over the Timberwolves.
I got Thunder over the Timberwolves, and it's just one playing the game tomorrow. Or
it's
two.
Two.
Two. And who's also playing who's in the
Heat? The Heat and the Heat and Bulls. Heat and
Bulls. Ooh, I say give me the Heat over the Bulls. I got Heat and Thunder winning.
Yep, me too.
But if somehow the Bulls upset the Heat, and I'm going to be shocked.
They're going to lose. Whoever wins these playing games, they're going to lose to the number 1 seeds. So it's just like you're playing to lose.
Pretty much.
So honestly, I'd be like, okay, yeah, we're here.
Well, if the Thunder, because you got to think, Thunder, you can't really be mad at them because it's the first time they actually made the playoff in what it feels like.
No, it's
been a long time.
Thunder. I'm just saying like the Heat. And
they
do have a good chance against the Bucks.
And that is fouled into the seats. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
We all miss Bryce.
But then again, though, like if Chris Middleton's not healthy for the Bucks, we see now that team, they cannot operate well without Chris Middleton. We have seen that on more than a handful of occasions. So that's the key for them. So we got Spencer Steer already 1 for 1 with the walk and a hit to his name. That is chopped off in the dirt. Still holding 1 ball, 2 strikes. But then again, though, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be opposed if he'd be a full-time first baseman. I wouldn't be opposed to that. And the 1-2. That is fouled. And it's showing giant direct delivery.
Hey, Chris. Been a long time no see,
What up?
Man.
I think we all do, but Gene Segura was also getting up there in age. Like, Gene Segura was like 32, 33. Like, I don't know how he was not going to be like the long term. And the 1-2, that is fouled back at 91. And that was right in the nitro zone. All right, so holds 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch by Falter. That's going to be another base hit for Spencer Steer. Already 2 for 2 tonight.
Oh, I got a name joke that I don't know if I should say it.
And Belai is now warming up in the pen.
Steer Fairchild out of the way.
That's just a bad joke. That's a bad joke.
All my jokes with these names are bad. Now you're catching on. Philly's got this. Hopefully, at least they didn't build this toilet. Blame Rob for that.
Yeah. And the first pitch to Fairchild. And that's going to be eaten. And Turner will get out at second base. So that's going to be a 6-4 on the putout.
Shit.
But could not, obviously, that's the only play they can get. So that's going to be a fair fielder's choice for Fairchild. So that makes it 1 for 3 this evening. And Turner.
Oh my God!
And took a base hit.
Grab by your shortstop out there, Turner.
That's why we declined. That's why we got Turner to let. All right. Somebody's coming in.
I think it's
it's Blake.
Oh my God.
And that's first in there for strike 1.
Let him in.
Mitch, you also have access as well.
Yeah, no, I was on another tab. What up, Blake? Nice profile picture there.
And the 0-1. It's just misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Quite honest, I cannot wait for the Flyers to sell the fucking or Comcast to do something.
Hey, we own the Commanders now.
I could care fucking less with Josh Harris. Dude's got too much money and we can't use it.
Hey, if you change the name from the Commanders, I'm fine. So who is about
you're talking about the
be
betting.
down to, I don't bet.
And the 2-1?
Rob, when was the last time you bet? Wasn't it last week?
I think it was last week. I had a really good parlay going, but Anthony Everett sold me and Carl Anthony Towns fucking shit the bed.
Right.
Cat, you needed 2 fucking points. That was a $45,000 payout, you bastard. I had everything else hit, but no way. Fucking God. LeBron got what I needed. Anthony Edwards, I don't know where the fuck you've been the more second half of the year. Jesus
Where did
Christ.
LeBron get you?
I needed 4 assists from him.
Oh, that's easy.
And that's fouled all still 3-2. But Carl Anthony Towns finished that game with 23 points. I needed 25 from him and ruined everything. I had everything else hit too. Oh, yeah, Eddie, I know exactly. Hey, trust me, Eddie Edwards pisses me off sometimes. And the 3-2. Chopped on the ground. That's going to be sneak in for a base hit.
Wait, how many men? That's a good question. How many legs are in the parlay?
Well, it depends on what you have.
No, because he's asking Dan 45 how many legs in that parlay.
It was a 15 leg parlay because I also had 2 NBA same game parlays. That was a good portion of it, and I had couple MLB games as well. So I think I had the Diamondbacks over the Dodgers at one point that hit, and also I had one of the other NBA has had 6 Harden making 3 threes, OG Anunoby with 3 threes, and so with Van Fleet, and they all had 3 hit that. But it was just Anthony Edwards and Cat.
Oh, Rob, I forgot to tell you. I'm going to see the Super Mario Brothers on Saturday.
You're going to like it.
You saw it, right?
Oh, yeah. There's going to be a lot of some references that...
Yeah. I can't wait. Woo. Hopefully I'll see the Sixers win. Then I have a haircut. And then, that's going to be fun. I need the Sixers to win because if they lose...
you're going to have a nice fun day out of the town, Mitch.
Yeah. What up, Blake?
What's up? I was about to go film my little Tomahawk video, but
I was gonna say, I'm like, what?
Stopped in here for a little minute.
I was just meaning to ask you, Blake. You like this StreamYard better than the Hardcore Sports one? I'm just wondering because you're always in this one, which is cool.
Kevin, to answer, sorry I cut you off, Blake, but Kevin, to answer, it was a $10 wager on FanDuel.
Oh,
I haven't bet in a couple months.
I don't bet at all.
Mitch, I have this one on my Edge, and I have the other one on Chrome, so it's just a matter of which one I log on to.
Yeah, me too. That's exactly how I am too.
And I usually just hit Edge because it runs faster on my computer. So
I think Chrome runs faster on mine.
Like mine runs because for me, I have a Windows one, so I use like Opera GX as my the one browser I use on my Windows computer.
I have a MacBook, so yeah.
Man, the Braves just swept the Reds. Y'all gotta.
We already lost one to the Reds last series.
No, we get to the bullpen.
Yeah, we beat them all by 1 run.
Oh, really? Damn. Yeah, Chad, come on, Phillies.
We walked them off the first game. We won 7-6 in the middle game, and we had to score in the 7th and the 8th last night to win 5-4. So we won, but they weren't easy ones.
And by the way, too, Blake, I looked at the race schedule. The only two good teams they're coming up for them is the Blue Jays and the Astros.
Yeah, I don't think Detroit in the middle again.
I think so.
Hey, what up, Philly halftime?
And I say foul ball by Will Mars. I don't know. Like Will Mars, feel like he's just. I don't know. Like ever since he left San Diego, it has not been the same. And I think also the Kent State. I mean, he had some decent years with Tampa Bay. Just I don't know.
I'm Team Jock Peterson though. He slapped him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Blake. I'm gonna be on your favorite person's live stream next Wednesday.
That's low.
Way high.
Low.
I thought you were about to say John Jay.
But John Jay's pretty good too.
Yeah, John Jay's a good dude.
I haven't been on his yet.
Yeah, definitely hit him up, man.
Yeah. Oh, good.
He does good stuff. Oh, that's gonna get down.
Did you see?
And that's gonna drop.
Day, the fans were throwing. Yeah, I did see that. That was funny.
Was I ahead of you, Rob?
A little bit.
I was ahead.
So 5-2.
Well, you didn't make the playoffs yet, Chad. You did not make the playoffs yet. You gotta beat.
You gotta beat the Heat.
You gotta beat the Heat.
Which I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, you gotta
beat the Heat. Beat the Heat.
And they also have the Thunder and the Timberwolves tomorrow night as well.
What is up?
That's an easy win for
Blake,
the Thunder.
Oh my God, I can't speak. The Sixers fans really want the Hawks to beat the Celtics.
I don't think that's happening. I'm sorry.
It's not.
That's why I had the Celtics in 5. So I can see the Celtics find a way to get a stinker.
Yeah, like I could see us winning like game 3 or game 4, but
I see game 3.
Yeah. If we push it to 6, it's going to be like game 3 and game 5, but we're at max pushing at 6. So if we push it at 6, y'all better sweep so they're quote more tired. Okay? That's my deal to you Sixer fans. If we push it 6, you better sweep.
We're not going to sweep because no one Doc Rivers.
Okay.
Oh, you were in the Philly The Philly cap? Who?
You know who the Philly captain is, man?
Oh, I was mistaken with the rally captain. I was mistaken with the rally captain. Yeah. I was mistaken with the rally captain. I was just DMing him the other day.
Mitch, I'm surprised you didn't. Mitch, when you missed a lot of the World Baseball Classic, you missed a lot of the Phillies going off. Schwarber had homers. Turner had homers.
Yeah. Turner.
Romuto.
It was a very fun WBC this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Just Cuba. Jesus Christ.
They played in the weakest pool.
So, I mean, yeah. Taiwan stunk it up. China just did. It's good at uniform designs, but they didn't play well. And what I think it played solidly was Australia, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, Australia went 3-1. They actually surprised some people, and then I think they ran into Japan
and I'm surprised the DR and Puerto Rico took a step back because usually they're baseball powerhouses. Most of them. It's just kind of
Venezuela
weird.
Said,
And Venezuela took me by surprise too, because usually they've never really hung in there with the likes of Puerto Rico or the DR. It seemed the DR gave me the first one eliminated. It's like, what?
They got this guy on their team now. So, I was surprised. Israel wasn't that bad either. They just
Israel. I was like, because usually they're not.
Shout out to the Jews.
It's just I don't really. Yeah, it's just like you had Garrett. I mean, Israel. They weren't a bad team. They just never really hung in there. They had a tough pool, if I'm not mistaken.
They should have been put in that Taiwan pool. Yeah, I would have flipped Cuba and then put Cuba in that Miami pool and put.
Because
Cuba was the only team that was left out of the Latin pool.
But now we got Alex Young coming in for the Reds.
You had the Netherlands, which is all the Dutch people and all the islands. So you had the Dutch.
I thought that.
I love how Philly halftime is saying that the Sixers are going all the way. I just love it.
Going all the way to lose.
Yeah. Nick Wright has us losing to the Lakers in the finals.
I got Milwaukee out of the East.
I got the Celtics.
I had Milwaukee.
I think Milwaukee would have beat them last year with Middleton, and now they're angry that they didn't.
Yeah, but the Celtics team is so stacked.
So
from top to bottom.
So
and you also got to think, too, we've seen the Celtics not look as good because if either Tatum or Brown doesn't go, that entire team flounders.
The Celtics also had home court last year. The Bucks would this year if they met. So
yeah, absolutely.
I think I'm really excited for that Sacramento Golden State series.
That's going to be I had that game. I had that going to be a 7-game set.
Yeah, the defending champions versus their quote.
Knowing that the fact that the Golden State Warriors are they're 10-30 on the road. That's how bad the Warriors on the road are. If I'm not mistaken, Sacramento also has a home court as well.
Yes, they do. It's 3 versus 6. But the cities are only like an hour apart. So there's going to be Warriors fans in Sacramento, and there's going to be Kings fans.
Same with the Sixers in Brooklyn.
Yeah. But like y'all, that's a common playoff matchup. Like it's very rare you see the defending champions is the 6th seed playing against a team that hasn't been in the playoffs in 20 years. Like that's what I'm so excited for.
Yeah, I mean another good game I can see is.
I think that's the best series. I really do.
I think for me it's going to be Knicks and Cavs.
Oh, I got the Cavs in 6.
I got the Cavs in 6.
Yeah. For me, I had the Cavs in 5.
No, I think New York will probably protect the Garden.
Jalen Brunson will get him at least 1, maybe 2.
Julius Randle's not a good playoff performer, so
he may not even play. So that's the thing. It's like Randle's still injured,
and they're gonna say things to Donovan that they said to Trey, but he's a New Yorker, so like that's only gonna fuel him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think Mobley's gonna crap on whoever, and Jared Allen's gonna crap on whoever New York runs out there at center because Mitchell Robinson never plays basketball.
Yeah, Wiggins is back. So, yeah, I have the Warriors.
And, Blake, I don't even saw the score between the Yankees and Twins.
Yeah. And the Twins never beat the Yankees, ever.
I think they're like 0-4 if I'm not mistaken, lifetime? Or I might be wrong.
Well, not lifetime. They play every year, but
what's the score?
It was like 11-0 Twins in the 4th inning.
I think Rizzo went yard, but they cut it down to 10.
Woo! Yeah, it's 11-1 now.
Man,
Detroit's beating Toronto 2-1 in the top of the 5th.
The Mets get the A's this weekend, so that's an easy 3 out of 4 for them. We get Kansas City. We are off tonight. That's why I'm watching the All-Star game.
So, Blake, give me your opinion on Tampa Bay. Are they as good as their record is or no?
I do think they're a playoff team. I don't know if they're going to win the East, but they definitely are a playoff team for sure. They did lose Jeffrey Springs and Wander Franco to injury today, though. That's going to hurt them. They're starting shortstop.
And they're also still the injury of Glasnow, that oblique strain.
And he was just about to come back.
They just put Effin on the 15-day IL with.
So it's catching up to him. But I mean, if they literally finish this month strong, they could have a stinker of a month and still be really, really good. That's what the Yankees were last year. They had a really good April and May, really bad August, but they still won the division. So
yeah, it's just it's going to come down to their offense, though.
I wish the Mets could say the same. The Mets had a really good April and May, but they didn't win the division. Oops.
It's like
I choked in the World Series.
I mean,
I don't think y'all are just happy to be there, though.
I mean, we just ran out of.
I hate that cop out. I hate it.
I mean, I don't think anyone expected you guys to be there, respectfully.
And to be quite honest, it's funny enough because me and Tyler talked about this a couple of times. Tyler had us losing the wild card. I said I had us losing in 5 games to the Braves, and we both beat the Cardinals and the Braves in 5 games. And it's like,
oh my god!
Like,
what? When we lost game 1 to you guys, I knew that something was up, just because of how flat we played.
Yeah,
and how y'all were.
And it's just like,
remember when that somebody said that we were going to win the whole thing, and you and I were just laughing in the chat.
Yes.
Oh, I remember.
He was technically wrong. We know why he said it, but he was still
and also
wrong.
too I think it was like game 3. I think you guys. I don't think there was like desperation, but it seems like when you had Strider still coming from that oblique, I just like I smell desperation.
Bro to get back throwing 94 down the middle, and Hoskins was like, "Okay."
Like it's been like it's like nothing but BP. Oh. It's just like, and
then remember, Remuto got it inside the park homer. Like all Acuna and Harris, Gold Glovers in their own right, just forgot.
Yeah, and like there was no communication out there.
Man, nobody was hitting other than Ronald and Travis d'Arnaud. It was like, dude, this is sad.
Yeah, ever seen when I see Travis d'Arnaud like ball? I was like, fuck. He was the one guy that we gave him in that Roy Halladay trade to Toronto. It's like, son of a bitch.
And then the Mets DFA'd him too for no reason.
And I think he had some really good solid years with them as well.
Yeah.
In 2015, I think he was okay. If I remember mistaken, his numbers were okay in 2015.
I always knew who he was because the Braves had his older brother way back in our rebuild named Chase Darno. He had a band. And,
oh, God. I haven't heard they're not even years.
Chase Darno. He had the little post-game shows with the band on the plaza.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And Travis was his younger brother.
I don't know if we said this to the Mets fans. Like, I mean, their championship window closed after 2015. They have not been ever. I mean, I know you probably could have disagreed with that. The championship. I mean, am I wrong here? I mean, he had an opportunity to win it in 2015.
It's just New York. They don't know how to not run their mouth. That's it.
Yeah, true.
I still don't think they're that good now. I think that they have a $340 million payroll, but their offense is mediocre. Their pitching is veteran-based. Like, there's clear flaws. Excuse me.
I mean, shit. How much? I mean, your guy, what, Verlander to what was like 41?
Yeah, and you had Scherzer and Verlander $86 million, $43 million each.
And really. What up, TRL?
Yo, hey, what's good, man?
Oof, man.
Yo, that was a good game last night you streamed.
Yeah.
I still can't believe. Dude, they missed 50% of their free throws.
Ah!
Ridiculous.
Like, come on. How does that happen?
Because DeMar DeRozan's daughter, who they technically couldn't kick out.
His daughter was the MVP. That's why.
Yeah.
You know they couldn't kick her out either. Miami better be practicing with that soundtrack.
Damn.
I find it funny. I said this about a week or two ago, and Mitch kind of disagreed, but I understood why. I was like, well, this is going to be like DeMar's like first game back in Toronto of magnitude since, being part of San Antonio and Chicago. And I'm like, this is like his first true revenge game, you could say. And he went off for sure. And his daughter did too.
Well, dude, Zach LaVine had like 5 points in the first half, and then
I called it on pick and roll. I was like, Zach LaVine's going off.
And then he finished with 39. It's like,
damn. He's like, let me play to my contract real quick.
Man,
Pat Bev and Trae Young are the MVPs of the play-in so far. Both undefeated.
Shit. Wait, hold up. Today's 3 more days until first round starts.
Yo, TRO, are you streaming the games tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Yeah, the play-in. They're tomorrow.
No.
I might do the Heat and
I think my next stream is game 1 of the Suns and Clippers.
I do feel like the NBA should maybe shorten their playoff format so there's more upsets. Like maybe make the first 2 rounds 5 games. So there is a little bit more parity.
Yeah, I was probably saying that's where I was thinking too, because these like when you lose, you have to play another game.
It's
so, like
2.5 months.
Like let it play that as like a best of 5.
Like that's why you see more upsets in baseball. As there's best of 5. The Braves probably don't lose in 7 games to the Phillies last year, and neither do the Dodgers. They probably come back and beat the Padres.
Exactly.
But
the Mets did play the Padres. No,
Mets played the Padres. The Yankees should have lost to the Guardians if they would have pitched Shane Bieber game 5 instead of Aaron Savale. The Yankees would have lost in the first round.
Savale shit the bed terribly.
Yeah, I'm like, at least
he's
Shane
like a 5 point,
right?
what 5.1 something, and it's like and then look, I think Terry Ferguson is a good coach, but really she went with your best option to save your season.
Shane Bieber was fully rested too. He had 5 days rest. It was like no BS to it. He was full rest.
And that's like what? It was a head scratcher. I mean, and Tampa Bay, like they just didn't do shit.
Nah, they were just there because Baltimore ran out of gas.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob, you're gonna like this. Oh, wait,
that's gonna be
the Reds. I apologize.
Yankees are getting stomped right now. Speaking of them, Jesus.
And that's gonna be another run scored.
Yeah, they're getting stomped by a team that never beats them. It's kind of funny. Watch the Yankees come back and win the shut them
and
out.
Take that series.
Yeah, like Cleveland beat them the opening night in that series, and the Yankees came back and won the last 2.
All right, so we're starting a 4-game series with Miami tomorrow.
Oh, y'all should win that. Probably
first place in the NL West smells good right now.
TRL on the baseball podcast I did with Hayden, I did say we've said this about you guys in the Marlins all off season that you 2 teams might be the 2 teams that benefit the most from the balanced schedules, since now you guys don't have to play the Giants, the Dodgers, and the Padres 60 times a year, and you already have the head-to-head on the Dodgers early, So, and then for the Marlins, they don't have to face my Braves, their Phillies, and the Mets 60 times a year. They get to see more of the Tigers, the Royals.
In the history of me watching the Diamondbacks, what we always do is we start off good, and then eventually that's when the Padres and Dodgers catch up, and then that's when we fall short. So
y'all are like Mets West.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, honestly, I thought this year was going to be our last rebuilding year, and so far it looks like we're doing pretty good. But
yeah,
just hope we stay to it, I guess.
I love y'all's team so far. Like I really love what y'all are building.
Yeah.
Oh, India. I picked up him in fantasy today.
Yeah. I'm really. I had to drop Joe Musgrove out of one of my leagues because dude still freaking hurt.
I have my injury list is full now. I drafted Rafael Iglesias and IL stashed him for like the first couple of weeks. He's not supposed to come back till May 1st. I have Michael Harris. He's on a 10-day for at least another week.
How the hell did Michael Harris get hurt?
He slid into second base and rolled his arm. So
Jesus Christ,
dude, we have like 12 injuries right now, including like end of season. Like we have 12 people on the injured list right now, and we're still the best team in the National League by a record. It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Like 2 years ago, the same thing happened, but we had no depth. So we avoided the injury bug last year, and now it's coming back to us this year. But our GM has learned his lesson and assigned depth on depth. So, I mean, in 2021, we were supposed to be good all year. We did end up winning the World Series, but we were supposed to be really, really good. But everybody was hurt. Everything went to hell.
I mean, yeah, and then the entire Freddie Freeman debacle was, to say the least.
That was the offseason, but yeah, we had to trade we had to make like 6 or 7 different deadline trades just to get and win the East. So,
I mean, shit. I mean, I remember the days when you still had. I mean, Chipper Jones in this latter years was still decent for what he was, but not.
He hit 300 his last year.
That's still crazy that he's still like what he was like. What third? Like what before he? Like,
he retired at like 40. Yeah,
that's fucking crazy. Very underrated.
I was at his
third baseman as well.
His last home run was a walk-off against the Phillies. We came back from like 7-2 in the ninth.
I think also like he was the only one. I think he had like over 300 from both sides. I was like, man, that's unfair.
Chipper Jones says he sees Troy
Chipper Jones. Who else was underrated over the years? I mean,
Andrew Jones is really good. 10 straight Gold Gloves.
The fact he's not even in the Hall of Fame is blasphemous.
No, it's crazy. Him and Dale Murphy are our two guys.
Oh shit, Dale Murphy's not in there too.
Yeah, those are like our two legends that are stuck out right now. Andrew Jones
God!
Well, Griff got in this year.
I mean, I think McGriff was.
Mitch is like who?
Yeah, I don't think Mitch would.
I'm just trying to watch the game.
I still remember when God. I mean, even the latter half, Greg Maddux was just filthy.
Yeah.
Even though we did lit him up when he was with the Dodgers, so I will say that. I'm trying to think. I mean, Greg Maddux, Tom. I think he has a Tom Glavine too, if I remember correctly. God, it feels like the Braves team was a lot different than like the mid 2000s.
Yes, that was the baby Braves. That was Francoeur. That was McCann.
And you still had a prime Freddie Freeman, like a young Freddie Freeman coming very soon.
Yeah, he was like 2009, 2010. That was him and Jason Hayward. Yeah, the baby Braves. That was like Craig Kimbrell, Francoeur, McCann, as I said.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot McCann actually. Yeah.
Eric Hansky.
Oof.
What else am I not thinking of?
You had Hinsky.
Tim Hudson.
Yeah, just I'm very fortunate some of the injuries caught up to him.
Appreciate that, Spongy. Appreciate that.
Except for that one game where he got spiked badly by Eric Young against the Mets. That was just very unfortunate.
I was like, dude. That pretty much ended his career. He only had like one or two more good years after that.
Yeah. There's some very under players over
Brandon
the years.
Beachy.
Oh, God, I forgot about him.
Rest in peace to Tommy Hanson.
Oh, shit, yeah. He was young.
I've been a fan for a good bit.
I mean, 2010, I mean, I actually didn't really mind it. I mean, it was decent for us, but I mean, I was been to Atlanta a couple of times here and there, but never really been to any like Braves games at all.
Turner Field was nothing like the new place.
And it's just weird to see
Nothing like
Turner Field now. It's now a football field. It's like, what?
Oh, yeah, Georgia State plays there. Yeah, and the high school championships are there too.
That's crazy.
Well, high school championships alternate. Every other year it's at the Benz, and then it goes to Turner Field. Just depends on the weather, I guess.
Yeah.
Robert, remember when the Eagles and the Phillies were carrying the vet?
Yeah,
Oh my
well,
God.
I mean, what else could we do? I mean, the vet was a dual stadium.
Yeah.
The Braves and the Falcons used to stare.
I forgot about I forgot about that one. I can see
that's a parking lot right next door to Turner Field now. It's a big blue lot.
I mean, then again, it can be worse than Rickey Henderson Stadium. That just as a place as a dump.
Isn't it true that there was a lot of Eagles players that developed cancer because of that
I
turf?
think so. Yeah, because of that turf. No, it was Phillies actually.
It was Phillies.
Yeah, brain cancer.
Yeah, because they played on it. They played on it more. That's right. The Eagles only played on it.
Darren Dalton, and he was young. I think 56 when he died.
And it was some of the particles.
Yeah, it was just not good.
Good play.
Wow, left base is loaded.
They could have blown that game open, but Phillies got life.
Yeah, get your pitcher out of there.
Say you ain't kidding.
Yeah.
This is what happened. How we did it last year. We played like shit in April, and when it comes April, May, June, and July, that's when we start exploding.
Now, Rob,
the Braves were 23-27 on June 1st, 11 games back in the Mets.
We'll give you Bumgarner.
Bumgarner's fucking washed. You kidding?
I don't want him pitching for this team ever again.
First of all, he should never. Well, then again, he should just retire as a Giant. If I'm going to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Because it's like
him and Posey didn't get to retire together.
And Posey, which is very unfortunate. I mean, some of the injuries. I mean, was it like 2010 when like Nate Shearholz plowed his ass over? Man, that's just unfortunate because, man, for the longest time, Bus Rose for me was an underrated catcher of this generation.
Were like the guys for like 8 years.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. Even Wainwright did not decide to call it a career. You know, I mean, he's already pushing 40.
I think I talked about it on the podcast too. I said I think Wainwright's going to have a bad year, and I think he's going to regret not retiring last year. Like he's going to.
Because the dude's already and he's already put up a Hall of Fame resume as it is.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
just walked the sunset with Albert and Yachty, but now he came back to be extra.
And that's kind of biting the Cardinals in the ass a little bit.
Yeah, the Cardinals do have a bunch of injuries to the rotation, but like he's going to end up having like a 4.70 ERA this year, throwing 90 miles an hour, and he's going to be like, well, crap.
And a curveball that's like pretty much you can just say just hit me all over it.
I'm surprised.
And it's like that's crazy.
He's from that was definitely one of the worst Braves trades ever. We traded for like 1 year.
Oh, that's right. He was one of your draft picks if I'm not mistaken too, and just
we traded him at the.
I think it was the time you also took Zach Wheeler in the draft out of high school as well, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know if we took Zach Wheeler. I wouldn't be surprised though. He's from here. So
I should have him on my.
Well, Wheeler is a Georgia native,
and
he grew up a Braves fan. So so that's.
I wouldn't be surprised when he hits free agency if the Braves at least talk to him just to get his.
I think he's still got like 2 years left on his contract, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, same with Max Fried. So,
I think Max Fried's staying.
I don't think so, man. I would love it, but I think they would have paid him by now. I just know how the Braves.
That'd be shocking if they just let him walk. Like, I don't know what direction.
They let Dan walk and they let Freddie walk, and they didn't pay him. You know, they paid all the other guys.
Was a different because I know his agent kind of fucked everything up for them.
And Dansby did have the same agency, but like if you look at everybody else we paid, like even going back to like 2018 when we paid Ronald and Ozzie, they were like babies.
Yeah, they were like 1 year in.
Got their extensions. Yeah, like Strider and Harris got their extensions last year. Sean Murphy came in, got his extension. Olsen, he got his extension. Riley, year 3, got so.
I think but
I just don't know if they'll pay him. They got to. I mean, Rob, the same offseason, we got to pay Soroka, which I don't know if we ever will.
I know that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll ever come back.
I don't think you pay Kyle Wright.
But he only has like 2 years of service time, so we have like 5 years of control under him still, thankfully. We got to pay AJ Minter after 24, So
yeah, you got some
Roca,
important free agents
AJ.
as well.
Sean Murphy. Not Sean Murphy. Travis Darnell after 24, which maybe by then we'll have like a backup catcher that's in the
And the
system.
question
We
is who's
drafted
going to
two
be, because I
guys.
know Travis Darno's already up there in age a little bit.
Yeah, like we
Then
drafted.
again,
two guys
I can see why you got made for Murphy, because I think you wanted to go a little bit younger behind the backstop.
especially with all the new changes. Because
That
like
is,
I love Travis and I love William, but they couldn't throw out a guy for their life.
I mean, William Contreras, he could not hit a broadside of a barn if he had a good throw to second base.
Mm-mm.
Isn't like Murphy like in his late 20s somewhere?
He's
in
like
that?
28. He's like 28.
That's crazy.
So he's in his prime right now.
So you got at least
So,
4 or 5 good years out of him
Riley's
before.
26. Yeah, like we're still really young, but we do basically have to win another World Series either this year or next year to make the window worth it. Because we got to make a lot of decisions after 24.
I think after 24.
Now,
24.
Now, thankfully, what's funnier, Mitch? 25.
Yeah.
What's good, as I've told you about, we have stocks coming out like the Packers this year. But if those don't go towards the payroll and paying Max Fried, we're all gonna be very upset. So they promised us a top 5 payroll and they lied. We're not even top 10. Meanwhile, you guys in the Mets are going ka-ching, 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 ka-ching.
Yeah, just spending money. But then again, that kind of brings back your points. Like, no matter how much money the Mets spend, they're always going to find a way to fuck it all up.
But have you noticed they have closed the gap? Before they were spending Cohen money, the Braves blew them out of the water. Now it's a lot closer because the talent level is closer. Money can buy talent. The Braves have more roster talent, more farm system talent, but I mean, they're out here paying Verlander and Scherzer $86 million a year.
Even though, let's be real, I mean, that's kind of a huge risk. And you have Quintana Rate out for a few months with a broken rib. It's like, jeez.
Yeah, didn't Brett Beatty get hurt too? In
I think
AAA?
Brett Beatty's a little bit hurt, is banged up as well. And you also have, there's some of their
Omar
other
Narvaez.
And Narvaez, Martin Reese, who's been tearing the cover off the ball in the minors. You also had there's another guy that's can't think of it at his name right now.
Mark Vientos.
Yeah, Vientos.
Alvarez they had to call up because Nito was catching every day.
Yeah, and then actually, who did they let? No, they traded McCann. I know. I know. It's funny to see Mets fans already pissed off with him.
Remember, they thought they were like, "Oh, we let the Phillies get back from Utah, but we got James McCann. We're all good."
Yeah, where they could have actually used a guy like Real Muto with that team, but went with the wrong catcher.
They went with the cheaper option. See, the one thing I don't understand about Mets fans is since they got Cohen, they're like, we're going to get this star, we're going to get this star, we're going to get this star because of Cohen's money. And then I go through the list of all the guys they say they were going to get, and they only got one of them, and that was Lindor, and that was via trade.
And if I'm not mistaken, too, like they're over their budget of how much they can spend. If I'm not mistaken, too, because even the show 22, like they're like having like minus 25 in terms of their budget. It's like, good God!
If you were to play with the Mets in MLB 23 franchise, it literally has to be a rebuild because you're like negative 47 in salary.
That is bad.
It's like what the Dodgers were in MLB 21. The show they were like negative 34 million in salary.
And I can see why they like guys like Turner. Actually. That was who else was with that Dodgers in 21?
Corey Seager went to Texas.
Yeah, Seager, they let him walk. They let
the Dodgers reset their luxury tax this offseason, so they're probably going to go for like Shohei this summer or this winter.
It's a possibility.
They're going to go for somebody. I think they will. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense because, like you said, the Mets they have no more money to spend. I mean, they're still the books for Verlander for the next 2 years or the next couple of years. I don't know how much longer.
Their payroll's the more higher than 7 countries' GDPs.
Yeah, and I'll give the Cubs some credit where credit is due. They actually made some decent moves this year.
They're retooling very well. They definitely overpaid Dansby Swanson. I'll say that, but. I'm surprised. I've said this before. If they still had either Chris Bryant or Contreras in their lineup instead of Yan Gomes and Patrick Wisdom, they would look so much better. But they're 2 big holes right now with no prospect to fill, or catcher and third base. So I wish they would have paid either Wilson or Chris.
And let's be real, Chris Bryant has not done shit since he left Chicago. Same with Javi.
Yeah,
it's just like
Rizzo's been the best.
Yeah, Rizzo has been Mr. Consistency. I'll give him. You got to give him that. But
Bryant's been hurt. Baez has been terrible.
I hope Colorado fans are happy about that shit because they said it was going to work out. And
I talked to some. They hate it.
They literally let Trevor Story go for nothing, and then said, "Oh,
and they
we'll
traded
pay
away
Chris
for like
instead."
not just the fact that they also traded away Arenado for pennies on the dollar.
They paid the Cardinals like $50 million to take him. I was like, oh, they're like, okay.
and turned out a Gold Glove season for them too in a short time. I was like, God damn,
stupid.
Cardinals are so good.
And you also got to
Cardinals are really swell.
Man, I mean, if you talk about teams that need to sell outside the Reds, Colorado's got to sell at this point. I mean,
I do like the Reds' future, but the Rockies, like,
that's like, what the fuck? Like, there's no direction with them. Like Charlie Blackmon, he's been there for about a decade.
I'll probably retire a Rocky at this point.
I mean,
they should have traded Herman Marquez 3 years ago.
I mean, and now he's banged up. And
his trade value is a lot lower than it was.
Yeah, I mean, at his high point, you should have just got some decent value out of him. But then again, that's what happens.
They'll probably trade CJ Cron this summer.
And yeah, and there's a couple CC Cron. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, had like a 630 OPS outside of Coors Field. If I'm not mistaken, probably lower than that from what I've saw.
That's why I have him in fantasy. I always have a Rockies hitter and I have a Rays pitcher. And so I do hate this year that ESPN Fantasy made the roster smaller, so I can't have as many bench guys. I hate it.
It's like you got like 2 bench guys for your pitchers and 3 for your fielders.
I had 2 bench pieces in general. So
jeez.
I used to have like 3 closers, a backup catcher, a utility guy from the National League because they play more than.
And O'Neill Cruz now is going to be screwing me for the next 4 months, being on the IL.
You might be
in one of the leagues I'm in. I mean,
he's gonna be out for so long. If you have other guys get hurt, you might as well just drop him and then be like, you know what?
The first person that got hurt was Musgrove before the season started and dropped his ass immediately.
That's why I always do my draft right before the season, so I know who's hurt and who's hot, who's cold, and all that.
And that's why I did the same thing because I'm in for the with the WNBA coming up in the summer times.
Oh wow, there's women's fantasy basketball. That's fun.
Guys should get the ladies some love a little bit.
Yeah. Good. Mitch like, I love basketball, but I don't know if I'll go that far. I've maybe watched 5 Dreams games in my life.
Well, the draft this WNBA draft class was deep.
Oh my god!
Every year I hear people say the Dreamer. Every year I hear people say the Dream got a squad, and then I look and they're like,
they didn't. They were good last year. They just didn't do enough, shall we say? I mean, Ryan Howard. I mean, easy rookie of the year. I thought she was just lights out. Now the fact and now the Dallas Wings, they're going to be a whole different team looking at going forward. So just get Maddie Seegers out of Nova. They got Seneschal from UConn. She looked pretty well. And they still got Terry McCowan over there as well. I mean, we didn't really. I mean, as my aces, we only had the last pick in the last round. We didn't really need to do much with it.
You have a whole WNBA team,
bro. Okay. Tarasi, can you just fucking retire already? Oh my god!
If she gives me 1 good year in fantasy, then retire.
Like who's Tarasi?
Deanna Taurasi from the Phoenix Mercury. Her and Bird were like the longest tenured of their teams.
So yeah,
and then you also had, and then I mean, if you're a Seattle fan, I don't know what the fuck the hell happened. Let Stewie go. You let Stewart go. Brianna January retired. Sue Bird retired. I mean, that team's jeez. But it's still 11-1 Minnesota over New York through 6.
Then you got Brittany Griner coming home. Whatever.
Yeah.
Miss Anti-America. It's probably not so anti-America anymore.
I don't care.
That's kind of ironic. That from
I'm
Arizona.
Just like, it is what it is.
And the Mystics, though, I think that's one team. You know, I think they're going to be good as well. I mean, we just got Deldon, but they just got to stay healthy. They've been very banged up for good bits and pieces of the year.
I mean, ESPN does have to do WNBA storylines during the summer because ESPN hates baseball. So, like, they can only
baseball and hockey.
Yeah, so I mean, but hockey's over, second week of June, and they have to cover until August when the NFL training camp start. Like,
that's right, because training camp does what till was it July, August, something like that?
Around that time. So they can after the Stanley Cup and the NBA Finals, they have to cover 2 months talking about NBA free agency storylines and OTAs from NFL. That's it.
No,
So that's
yeah.
why they dig into stupid MLB facts and WNBA talk. And I guess sometimes they talk college football on ESPN. But
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the
College
NBA
football's-
lottery, then the draft.
college football is the same thing every year.
Yeah. Nothing changes over there.
You
No,
said you're waiting.
especially since the playoff. Like I love college football, but I don't love it as much as I used to. Put it that way.
Man, you ain't wrong. College
Playoff era definitely ruined some things.
I always said that Derek. I have actually said this. I think once time when seen Derek Wall say he's still in the league. I completely forgot about him because I think he's a little bit washed up. If you could make that argument with Derek Law, I mean, I think his best days were behind him in San Francisco.
How do you wait, Rob? Are you running this score bug manually?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because
I'll have to teach me to do that.
I don't do
I use
that.
the
I'm too
ESPN one.
lazy. I'm too lazy.
because Jake
I just
actually
pull up the ESPN one, Mitch. The one.
That's what I do. I'm just lazy.
yeah because Jake's the one who told me about it because it's what he uses as well. I use for both MLB. Well, actually, because I use like a FIBA scoreboard, so I have
Well,
And just see-
the
See, I
MacBook has its own calculator, so own scoreboard, so I use that.
I do like the ESPN one, but sometimes it's a little laggy, and you always have to scroll.
Yeah, it's a
to
little bit
avoid
behind.
pop-up ads. Yeah. So
For
when I
baseball-
use,
For
I-
baseball,
like I-
I'll use ESPN.
like I usually do the Sunday night baseball games every once in a while on the network, like Mitch and I talk about. So when I do an ESPN game, sometimes it makes sense for me to use the ESPN bug because it is their telecast. But for other ones, not so much.
yeah, you ain't wrong.
Like
That's
if I
why-
were to do this game, I probably would do like an NBC Sports affiliation one, since that's what you'll play on. If I could
Yeah.
find one, since it's the most updated.
Yeah, and true.
Or
But
maybe
you know,
Bauer.
and that's kind of hard to find too, and that's why I use the score count site as well. And it's better to have it when you have two screens right in front of you.
Yeah,
right.
I mean-
yeah.
I watch my games off of that. Well, you can't see it behind my things, but I watch games off of here, and then I have like a second screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
What I do is I have the StreamYard on one web browser, and then I go on Xfinity on another one. So right now,
yeah, I
I'm
would
on-
do that, but I stream off a laptop. So
Yeah.
I have a second monitor over here, that I can have my score bug or Twitter or anything up for shows, email, Skype, whatever it may be, but lags. So I can only have so many things open.
Yeah.
I have cable. I'm still a cable family, so we're not really big binge watchers in my household, so we still are cable people. We're old fashioned in that way. But what
Yeah.
I do like about it is it's quicker than most streaming services.
Yeah,
So-
we're cable too. We have we have cable and Roku. So we do.
Yeah, we have Fire
TV.
TVs. We have Fire TVs in this house because we have the old.
We
Yeah, I
had that.
actually have a
We
Fire
couldn't
TV in
get
my
it to
room
work.
actually. But
We
most of
couldn't
the
get it to
time,
work.
because I already have League Pass. So I already have League Pass for the NBA. I just got the WNBA League Pass. I'm going to be doing a lot more games in the summertime. I just got MLB TV, so I'm going to start doing a lot more out of market games. So
Yeah.
I got a couple ones
I love
coming up.
MLB TV, dude.
'Cause
I
the
probably
one-
used my League Pass 5 times this year.
I've used it a lot.
I got it with 2K.
a decent amount this year. Not for streaming wise, but I just watch see what's going on in the
I
league.
should
But
have used it more. I don't know. I feel like I watched the Hawks and I watched the primetime games, and that was
yeah.
about all I
But the
needed.
one other game I'm pretty much doing is the Padres and the Brewers later in the night at 9:40.
I got
yeah,
to
the-
start hopping on some of these games with you a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean Detroit still beating, still
Robert,
holding.
you do like 3 or 4 games a week, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, it depends on what's available. Do I go like sometimes it depends on the decisions. Like do I go baseball, basketball, or the WNBA? Depends on
You
the
did hockey once.
never doing it again. It's fucking boring as shit.
I told Randy I'll do hockey in the playoffs this once.
Oh,
I'll
God
probably do
bless
the
you, because
Stanley-
I'm not doing
I'll
that
do
shit
the
again.
Stanley Cup.
Bro, hockey's only fun if you're going to the games in person. I like to
Yes.
play with-
It's a different
Yeah.
because I've been to Flyers games once where were actually decent at the
Yeah.
time.
I
And that's what-
loved the Thrashers when I was little, but I can't watch games on TV.
The
It's like-
hash slinging.
Can't, bro.
trash
The Thrash
slinging.
actually didn't mind the Thrashers. I actually did like their uniforms a little bit.
Speaking of the Thrashers,
Oh damn!
I got some stuff for them. I got
Yeah.
a stick. I got a hockey stick behind the green screen. I got like an old magnetic 08 schedule. I got 7 or 8 different things of them down here. So I loved them when I was little, but
I guess Atlanta doesn't really need much for them anymore. What's the last year like? 08 to 09?
11. We were there from 99 to 2011, but 2 years were strikes, so we were really only here for like a decade.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they didn't have any marketing, so I mean,
that is true.
Ownership almost ran the Hawks out of town too until Wrestler bought them, the guy we have now. So it wasn't that. I mean, the team wasn't great, but if the ownership didn't try, and if your ownership doesn't try, you're never going to get anywhere. So
yeah, I know.
We only made the playoffs one time. Yeah, you would know. As an Arizona fan.
Stupid ass Cardinals.
That's the Falcons finally clean house and got a new GM and a new coordinator and everything, and we're finally looking better than we were. But the Hawks are the same way. Like we have talent, but the ownership's constricting what we can do.
Yeah, I mean the Falcons. So on paper, I can see this team could be 8, 9 wins at the most, just to start.
Well, a good example of good ownership is when Sarver sold the Suns to Ishbia. Literally, not even a full day later, Kevin Durant got traded to Phoenix. Not even a full day after he bought the team. That's just.
Yeah, I think 24 hours later, there was a breaking news trade at 5 o'clock in the morning for Kevin Durant. It's what the fuck?
Yeah.
I remember that. I don't know why I was up, but I was. My sleep schedule is so bad right now, but it's because I don't have work or school. So every time I fix it, I just mess it back up. I mess it back up again. So I was literally up to 7:30 this morning, and I woke up at 2:30. I was like, "Oops."
I mean, shit. I mean, if everything goes well, I mean, let's be real. I just want to see that. I felt bad for you guys had to play in that damn division. That's just god awful. Then again, both the South Division are kind of god awful as well. So I mean, that's kind of redundant.
I just don't know why Panthers fans think they're going to be good.
I mean, shit.
Adam Thielen has them going to the Super Bowl.
Oh wow,
Adam Thielen, a rookie quarterback.
And there's been talks that they might trade Matt Corral, who has not played one fucking snap for them.
Oh, not Golden Corral.
They're going to have to trade guys like Brian Burns and stuff too from their defense.
And
it took you your best receiver just to get the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, and
they were literally 2-7 last year. And then they didn't keep their interim, the guy that turned the whole season around.
And Steve Wilkes.
No,
now he's the new. And
he did basically. See, you know what? Speaking of the Cardinals and the Panthers, I remember when the Panthers, and this is no shade to the Cardinals at all. I'm just saying it as a fact, so don't take it anyway. I just remember when Robbie Anderson got traded, he begged out of Carolina because Carolina was 2-7, and then he got traded to Arizona for that Thursday night game versus New Orleans.
Yeah.
And then literally after that, the Cardinals won 2 more games, and the Panthers almost made the playoffs. He's like, are you shitting me? As soon as you trade me, the Cardinals are tanking, and now y'all are 8-9 or whatever it was.
He didn't touch
and
the
fact,
field.
And the funny thing is too, I think sooner after, he decides to do a name change. What the fuck?
Cliff Kingsbury, Kingsbury's dumbass didn't even put him on the field. He would have been a good deep threat for Kyler before he got hurt. And this idiot,
top of the ninth, Phillies down 2-6.
He had he had an injured Hollywood Brown running the deep ball. It's what the fuck are you doing?
Oh man, yeah. I'm sure you're going to continue to hate Cliff Kingsbury at USC.
No. Trust me. Trust me. I feel bad for Caleb Williams now.
Oh, trust me. I feel bad for my buddy Eric Flores. He's a USC guy.
I hate Dan Quinn still with Dallas. So, lost us the Super Bowl. Say the line, Mitch. I set it up for you.
I didn't even hear it.
Say this. Just say the line.
What line? You know how many one-liners I got?
I mean,
one line you say to me about the Falcons.
I mean, I can't talk. My team lost in embarrassing fashion.
I don't want to say put the blame on Quinn, but I think another guy that deserves to get a little bit of blame from that was Shanahan for shit.
Shanahan definitely wasn't out of it. Yeah, he definitely wasn't out of it, but it was probably 75% Quinn.
That's what I say. Yeah, because Quinn just because I looked at it, so you get at least good portion.
Shanahan put up 30 points. So.
It's just your defense couldn't do shit.
And then even after when people say oh, he could have ran the ball.
If I'm mistaken, this was 2 years removed from Matty Ice's MVP run.
He won the MVP in 2016. That was the year he won MVP.
Wait, so
And
Falcon fans were happy when Shanahan left?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think Shanahan was the problem.
No, like he's not fully out of the blame for losing that game. That's for sure. Like he could have maybe done some things differently, nailed the ball, ran the ball a little bit more. Sure. But yeah, he put up 30 points. All Dan Quinn had to do was get one damn stop, and he couldn't.
And he couldn't do that.
So,
gosh.
And so
on the biggest stage in professional football, like, come on now.
Yeah, I mean, it's the thing about people say like we should have ran the ball. We did to a degree, but like we had 4 drives after we scored our 28th point. 3 of them still crossed the 50-yard line. So it's not like we just stopped moving the ball. One of those drives was the strip sack where Hightower blew through Devontae Freeman. One of them was when Julio Jones made that catch, and then we had the holding. So we still got the ball into field goal range pretty much with Matt Bryant, but we couldn't have a good series once we got into field goal range. But, you know, that game was 7 years ago. Like, I talk about it every day still, just mainly, but I'm past it. Like, I can't do anything about it.
Another example of why Madden's trashed.
There's only like 3 people. Yeah, true. There's only like 3 people on the Falcons team now from that team. That's Jake Matthews, Grady Jarrett, and that actually might be it. Deion Jones and Calvin Ridley are gone now too. So,
and now they actually kind of restocked a little bit too, mostly on the defensive end.
And I still think post June 1st we could add like Ben Jones, the center from Tennessee, former Georgia Bulldog as well, played with Arthur Smith, and that would complete our line. We'd probably slide Dalman to left guard. I could see us getting Corey Davis from the Jets post June 1st because, you know,
I know he wants out as well. No, I don't think
Clowney grew up in Georgia.
So you guys are out on Hopkins?
I think so. I don't think
the question is who wants DeAndre Hopkins at this point.
The Jets are interested. The Patriots are still interested. I know the Ravens got OBJ, so they're probably out. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I still think we're going to bring back Rashaan Evans, who played the really good Mike for us last year. He loves Arthur Smith. He can complete our line.
I think it's the same guy that took that huge hit in the postseason or the last game of the year.
The Pats are going to get DeAndre Hopkins. I was just seeing on Twitter that we only have like 12 million in cap space, 10 million in cap space. So I don't even think
I know because D-Hop wants a lot.
Wait, who? Wait, you talking about who?
The Patriots.
Going to walk to Marsh.
Yeah, Derek Law has lost 3 games for the Reds already this year via his record, so this game isn't over yet, especially with the leadoff walk.
And that kind of proves my point that his best days were behind him in his early days with San Francisco. I mean, Toronto, he wasn't terrible, but it just it wasn't less to be desired.
Uh-oh.
Watch, just in time for the double play.
Yeah, Jay Cave's coming up, and he's pinch hitting for Pache.
Oh, yeah, Pache's terrible. This is an offensive hitter.
Damn.
No one.
What place are you in the division right now?
They're 3rd. Actually, no, y'all are 4th.
We're 4th.
Ahead of you guys.
Yeah, 4th.
Y'all are right down there with
Hey, shout out to Randy. He got a new job.
Shout out.
Mitch, this pitcher for the Reds has lost 3 games already this year for them, so it's not over.
You never know.
Also, Randy, if you're watching, don't rewatch the stream of the Raptors game we did.
Was he raging last night?
No, he wasn't, but there was another Raptors fan we know, and we were just going off on him.
Awesome kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember telling Randy last night. I said Siakam sold so hard, which he did. Siakam played terrible in those last 3 minutes last night. And Randy was like, "What do you mean? He scored 32?" I'm like, "Okay." He missed like 4 layups and a bunch of free throws at the end of the game.
Talk about clutch.
So I don't know. Randy, he loves his team, so I don't think he's as much of a realist as all of us. Like, he was screaming at me when the Braves lost to the Blue Jays in spring training. I'm like, cool, here's a cookie. Like,
wasn't that Gary?
No, I was the Phillies in the playoffs. But Randy, when the Blue Jays beat us like 3-2 in the spring training game, he's like, ah! I'm like, what? You having trouble there with your scorebook there, Rob?
Yeah. because it's hard to see and we're in the order that we're at. So Caves just struck out looking, and I got Cody Clemens coming up.
One more out.
Ooh. 2 more outs.
2 more outs.
Oh,
Learn to count.
Yeah, they don't. I don't think the Reds want to let this lineup turn over. They kind of got to get this guy. If you get to Stott and Turner and Schwarber, it's still game on. That's a good start of the count. I might have to tune into the end of that Yankees game just because I never see the Twins beat them after this.
Yeah, let him put up.
So, yeah. Rob, remember how we were talking earlier about how the Yankees had that really good April and May, but had that really bad August?
Yeah.
Guess who the team was to get the Yankees back on track just in time for September? Minnesota.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's right. Minnesota sold so hard.
Oh, wow.
The Yankees swept them 4 games last year. The Yankees had won. The Yankees were like 5-17 to start the month, and then the Twins came in, and all the Yankees fans that I know were like, well, there's no curse for the Yankees that the Twins can't break.
Of course, it was the Twinkies.
Man,
if I'm not mistaken, too. This was because there was 2 different divisions, but yeah, man.
Historically, I mean, the Yankees always end up playing the team from the AL Central. It seems, whether it's Minnesota, Cleveland, Chicago, and then they just shit on them. So
and all of a sudden they just cannot.
Another strikeout.
Shut them up. All right, Stott. Game's up to you, bud. Mitch, were you surprised when y'all blew that game on Sunday after Bohm hit the homer?
Not really.
I'm surprised y'all didn't pitch Alvarado in that 9th inning. Do y'all like not have a true closer? Are y'all going closer by committee, Rob?
We have not. I'll say this: we have not had a true closer since Brad Lidge in 2008. We've been experimenting with different guys in the back end for after Lidge was all said and done.
Safe.
Hey, he's safe.
All right, Trey Turner and Schwarber now. Trey Turner needs to get on doing the same thing, and then Schwarber hits a tying grand slam.
And that's 13 games for Bryson Stott in terms of his hitting streak.
I talked to the Phillies announcer last year when he was in Atlanta.
The race still hadn't fucking.
T-Mac?
Tom McCarthy.
Yeah, people like some Phillies fans don't even like him. Like, it's like, first of all, like, it's hard to. Like ever since when Harry Kay passed away, like it was hard to replace that void that Harry Kay left behind.
That's also like Chip Carey right now.
Yeah, Chip Carey. I mean,
him and his dad Skip worked for us for a long time too. And now I got Mr. Madden, Brandon Gaudin. They're righty to Turner. It looks like. Are they going to Alexis Diaz? Are they going to Edwin's younger brother here? Probably.
Yeah, Alexis Diaz.
Looks like they're going righty to Turner, but if he doesn't get him out, then he's got to shoot Schwarber, and then you're screwed.
Yeah, it's Alexis Diaz coming in.
Bum, 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 bum. I hate that commercial. The commercial I just heard a little bit of. Rob, the yada 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 yada.
Oh yeah, the Taco Bell commercial.
God, Taco Bell ads the last 2 years have been so strange.
No, just commercials all in general has just been strange over the years.
Oh my God, not again.
Well, Mitch knows one.
No.
It's for the front door. So we fixed, and it's like a big running joke with this. Like, we fixed this toilet.
We fixed this toilet on video.
It's like, what the fuck?
Open the front door. Oh man! Now it flows.
And the fucking Super Bowl commercials were disappointing as well. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, they can't really joke about much anymore with how society is. So
you ain't wrong.
Yeah, it's tough living in a blue state right now. Put it that way. State that's usually red. I'm not gonna pay $9 out here for eggs, man. Can't even make scrambled eggs in the morning.
I mean, if you can't pay for eggs, just go buy you some chickens and do it yourself.
Shit, that costs a lot too. All the poultry meat costs a lot too.
Yeah.
Andrew Wiggins cleared to play in game 1.
Yep.
I just.
Of course, they waited until the fucking playoffs.
Well,
do y'all like? Go ahead.
Detroit's got bases loaded in the top 7 against Toronto.
Trying to blow that game open.
And Pittsburgh's up 1-0 over St. Louis with a runner on third with 1 out.
Pittsburgh's had a good start.
And especially after O'Neal Cruz went down with a broken ankle. It's very unfortunate.
Question for Mitch and for TRL, since I think y'all are bigger basketball fans than Rob and I. Do y'all like the TNT playoff broadcast or ESPN playoff broadcast better?
I cannot stand Dorsberg, so wherever Dorsberg is on, I watch the other one.
I think the ESPN graphics are better, but I think that the TNT presentation and
it's a lot better.
Josh Harris, good for him. He bought another team.
God, I'd rather watch Valley Sports Arizona and hear Eddie Johnson and Kevin Ray talking than Dorsberg.
Yeah, I hate listening to national TV, especially for us.
That's another reason I stopped getting 2K, because Dorsberg gets in the game.
Well, in the later 2Ks, they used to have what the hell's his name?
David
Aldridge. Ali LaForce and David Aldridge are on the sideline too.
Yeah.
They have like 3 different crews on 2K now. Brian Anderson is in the game. Kenny Albert's in the game. Or Marv Albert's in the game. And, of course, Harlan.
No, Ricky, he's not selling the tickets.
Harsha.
So your guys' owner bought the Commanders. Oh, my God. And then
that's actually hilarious.
And then Magic's a part owner, too.
Yeah. Because think about it. Harris owns the Sixers. Now he owns part of the Commanders and also owns the Devils.
What? How did he do that?
Well,
I don't think you're allowed to own 2 teams.
Game over.
Are you really allowed to own a team in each?
I don't know. Don't know if that's the case.
Like, I'm surprised Steve Cohen didn't try to go buy the Angels when they were for sale. Or like,
I mean, why the hell not?
Have his friend go try to buy him. But Hayden was like, nah, I don't think you can do that. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. But then, like, the guy who owns the LA Rams also owns the Kings, and he owns
the Avalanche, Sam Kroenke.
Yeah. So he owns, like, something and everything.
Someone just commented Cincinnati Reds is the best team in the world.
No, they're not.
They are, man. They won the World Series. It's been since your Cincinnati Reds, who have not won a World Series since 1976. No, I think it's 1990.
No, I think the last time they hit 1-1 was 1976 when he still had the great red machine or the big red machine.
Machine. Choo-choo. They were good in the 90s, so I'm pretty sure they won in 1990.
And you still had Barry Larkin. You had
Pete Rose.
Wait, whoa.
Johnny Bench.
Dorsberg voted Joel Embiid for Defensive Player of the Year, and that was the only vote that Joel Embiid had.
Bro, Joel Embiid,
Player of the Year.
What?
Now Mitch likes me.
Evan Mobley's my guy to win the damn thing.
He's gonna win.
The Reds won 1990 against the A's. Wouldn't that be a funny World Series today? The Reds versus the A's.
Yeah, you ain't wrong.
Yeah, 1990, the Reds beat the A's in the World Series.
Because I think he still had oh my God, and he still had Ken Griffey came in the later year, like the late 90s, early 2000s. Because his last game was 2008 with the Reds, if I'm not mistaken, and the Reds are still got to pay him as well for many of his contract.
God, yeah, Vada's on rehab right now.
And from what they said on the broadcast, like the Reds might have issues with that as well.
I think Vada is going to try to play out the rest of his contract, but
I think he should just retire as a Red.
Yep.
Yeah, it makes no sense for them to trade him. It's disrespectful to Vada, but it doesn't help the Reds, contract wise.
Yeah,
financially.
Well, I haven't heard anything about us trading him, but I have.
There's been a lot of rumors surrounding that.
End of this season, if he doesn't retire, we are going to let him walk.
So this is the end of his.
Yeah, the end of his contract is at the end of the season.
And to be quite honest, though, I just felt the Reds never really did much for him. Because I mean,
yeah, no, they didn't at all. So
but then again, that's what happens when you have the Castellinis as your fucking. Then again, it can't be worse than Bob Nutting as your fucking owner in terms of your buyers.
Right. Yeah.
A non-profit organization.
What we did, Philly, is we would get good players, right, and then like Castellanos, and then when they would become really good.
And you just ship them, let them walk.
The rest of them would be like, "Oh, well, you're too good to be a Red, so see you later."
Then again, the Reds never had a history of good owners because remember that the previous two owners were They were god awful. And what
The
the fuck's
racist lady that didn't even like baseball.
Woo! Yeah, that reading about that's like yikes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just nice. Oh,
Do you watch
God.
iTalk Studios, Phil? Rob, do
Dude,
you watch iTalk Studios?
Actually, I was actually one of his streams at one point, just talking with him a little bit. So yeah, I follow him a lot. I remember that one video he made on I can't think of her fucking name right now. Because only time we ever had. Oh fuck. I mean, Chad, who remembers when Chris Sable when he broke his got popped for with his cork back in like the the early 90s. So that Chris Sabo, you still had Barry Larkin. I know you had Bench and Rose in the later years.
All right, I gotta hop off.
But
right,
yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here too. Thanks for
we're gonna wrap it up.
Guys.
Appreciate when hopped on. Like, if you ever want to do a game, definitely hit me up because I'm always. It depends on my schedule, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. If you want to pop on the Padres and Brewers, you're more than welcome to.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go
film
my own show real quick. My timeline.
All right, man.
For sure, probably will. Yeah. So.
All right, I'll see you guys.
I probably won't.
But yeah, peace out, guys.
Yep.
See you guys in an hour.